Yeah, yeah. We're here to shake the game. You know on YouTube, remember the name? Fire in the booth, we bring the flow. Play with me some more, let's go, we lit. Turn the volume up, make it loud, loud. You new on YouTube's big, standing proud. Stories hot, raw and real. From murders to celebs, you know the deal. Breaking news, hit the scene. I'm on dope, Black King, D True President. No fakes, just facts, keep it straight. If you feel the vibe, then hit the play. Play with me some more. Let's go. Hit that subscribe, get in the zone. We on fire, blow the roof. Play with me some more, that's the truth.
Yeah, yeah, turn that shit up, we high. Living the dream, reaching for the sky. Always real, never fake, that's why. You new on YouTube, we stay fly.
20 East, we turn it up, no doubt. Making waves, yeah, we breaking out. Viral clips, stories that slap. You know on YouTube, that's a wrap. Teamwork strong, we rise together. Motivation now, gotta chase the treasure. Artwork vivid, painting our vision. Inspiration flows, that's our mission.
Together, Sniper and Rock, Miss Media. All-star squad, yeah, we got the criteria. Armando, King, Wolf, D True President, lead the pack. Bringing the heat, no holding back. Turn your pain into power, let your dreams ignite. Together we grind, together we fight. Success is journey, not the goal. Stay hungry, stay humble, let it all unfold.
No slowing down, energy high, getting out in the town. Motivation's real, we elevate.
Play with me some more, it's your fate. Drop the content, daily grind. Good vibes only lead the shady behind. Behind the scenes, that's the deal. Authentic stories, keep it real.
Artwork fresh, visuals that pop. Teamwork heavy, never gonna stop. Got the scoop, we quick to click. Breaking news, yeah, you know the trick. Memes, trends, we run the show. Play with me some more, let's go. So like, share, turn that volume loud. You know on YouTube, stand proud. Thanks for support, we on the rise. Your love's the fire that never dies. And I can't with you, and that's crazy word.
Thanks for the love, y'all. Keep it coming, tall. Super chats, gifts, cash app, y'all the real law. We appreciate y'all. Keep the love flowing.
Your support's the fuel, keep us going.
Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I tried the vertical one. This is what it looks like.
Yeah, yeah. It's a little different, but we can rock
It's a
with
little
it.
different. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
little different. It's a little different. Hey, D Truth, how are you? Hello, hello. Hey, Rinrock, how you doing? Hey, Sugar Daddy, how you doing? Hey, Mike, how are you? Let's see. Hey,
Salute to
Rias, how are
everyone in the
you?
chat.
Thank
Salute
you
to
for
everyone
coming
in the
through.
chat.
Hello, hello. So, they haven't said anything yet, but we do have 11 minutes. I did want to come in here early so that way I can hopefully be able to. I'm hoping they start exactly at 5 because these people are still talking about that case that I was telling you about earlier.
Yeah, I'm watching it also, and they're lining up. Yeah, everybody prepared either way.
Yeah, boy, oh boy. So today they're just like gonna do the bond hearing. This is not the sentencing, everybody. I don't know if anybody else knows that, but today's just the bond hearing unless she says it is, but I doubt if it'll be the sentencing. Definitely the bond hearing. Oh man. So I feel like depending on how many years he gets, of course that's for the sentencing, but depending on that, isn't he gonna have already some time served?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought so. Okay. So nothing yet. Just still talking about that woman shooting her husband in the face. Mm. So what does everybody think about this case? About P. Diddy getting only one charge for the two people?
Ooh, it's split. I done been on Facebook, IG, TikTok, all through the YouTube streets. I even went over there on Rumble. It's split. It is
Mm,
split down the middle, 50-50. Half of the people believe that Diddy was being railroaded, and the
hmm.
other half believe that, you know, that he should be in
That he
prison.
did.
Hmm.
Right, that he did what he did. Yeah.
Hmm.
Wow.
So it's 50-50.
Mm,
I don't see any advantage either way.
right,
It's 50-50.
right. Hmm. He said, I believe he's fully guilty based on his actions. Hmm. Okay, Riz. So I guess he's one of the 50 on the side of he can't. He thinks he's guilty.
Oh,
Riaz said that in the chat.
yeah. I mean, my thing is, I believe he's guilty as well, but the prosecution just they dropped the ball.
Yeah,
They dropped the ball. I mean, they could at least got the racketeering. I don't understand.
yeah,
I don't understand why the sex trafficking was a little overkill. It was a
right,
bit of a reach,
right,
okay. But
right.
the racketeering is no doubt in my mind,
Yeah, yeah,
from what I've heard and what I've seen, that he's guilty of the racketeering.
yeah. Well, and also they're saying that the prosecutors they upcharged him and they should have charged him for something else. That way he did definitely would have been guilty.
Well, it wasn't so much that they just didn't prove. They didn't.
Yeah,
I mean, racketeering. I mean, that was the correct charge.
yeah.
They just failed at proving their case. They dropped the ball. Now I would have left sex trafficking off. I would have left
Yeah.
sex trafficking off, prostitution, the man
Mm,
act. Yeah, that was smart. But
mm.
there's no way that they should have dropped the ball on racketeering. Hold on for a second. Let me fix my mic. Hold on.
Okay, okay. I got you. I understand. Hey, E is God's son. How you doing? Thank you for coming through.
Still okay. All right.
Okay, I hear you.
It's better.
No, it was better the other way.
Mm-mm.
For me, it was. What y'all think in the chat?
Nah, it's better this way. It is.
Yeah, it's
It's
got
much
more.
better.
It's got more bass now. You got bass in your voice.
Mm. But we'll see what this bond hearing going. How this bond hearing gonna go?
Yeah, let's see about that. It's coming up, y'all. It's coming up. Boy, that internet better not go off on me. I am not playing. Well, no, I'm on my phone, so that's okay. It's cool. I'm on the phone, so it's cool. Sniper's in here? I don't see him in here. You see Sniper?
If he backstage, I can't see him. Only you can see him on your end.
No, 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 no. I mean in the chat because Rhea said, "Hey, Sniper, hey, hey, New York, how
Cassie,
are you?"
Cassie says she's scared for her life. Why she didn't put a restraining order on Diddy? Exactly. And see that, I mean, questions like that. You just
Hey, Emily. Hmm. Go
You
ahead.
know, if you in fear for your life, like she claimed she was, you know what I mean, you put a restraining order. I mean, you know, you ain't just gonna sit back and just not do nothing.
Yeah, they think that the witness, the people, well, the witnesses they put on the stand, uh, one of them, like Cassie, might have been the only one that showed, as far as like for the prosecution. The other ones are not even like a go because of the things that one of them was up for money. She was talking about money. They talking about Jane. They said she was all about money.
Yep. And
Hmm.
see, the thing is, the reason why Cassie went pressed for money because Cassie, remember, Cassie got paid way before the trial.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And she's a singer too. So, and
Well, you
did
know,
she model? She looks like a model to me. I don't know why she didn't do modeling. If she did,
yeah,
or
that's the route she should have went.
yeah, she's a beautiful person. She's very pretty,
Hmm.
very pretty.
Restraining
Yeah.
order doesn't work, but at least it's something to have on file.
Right.
I think
That's
I think
true.
if she'd have had the restraining order on file, things may have turned out. That may have been a difference.
That's true. But at the
Mhm.
same time, D Truth, you are correct. Restraining orders don't always work because there's been cases, there's been people have been unalived behind that kind of thing and beaten to a bloody you know what. Oh,
Yep, you're right.
maybe trafficking. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What we got? What we got? All right,
But
here
it's
we
good
go.
to have on file, though.
Yes. Can y'all hear that? I don't want to put it too loud. Uh-oh, here we go. Public reaction.
Salute to you, Sikkim.
Hey, Sikkim.
Salute to you, bro.
I agree, New York. Okay, they're back to that again. So, yeah, Brian Kohlberger, I'll be doing that when I'm going to do that video as well. I'm going to give you guys an update. They're going to go to court on July 23rd at 9 a.m. They're going to go for the sentencing hearing. And he's going to be paying fees and all kinds of stuff. OMG. Mm, mm, mm. So in case y'all don't know who Brian Kohlberger is, he's the guilty one of the quadruple murder of the four in Idaho, the students, college students. Cassie was the model at first. Oh, I'm thinking once she met Ryan. let's see, she- Oh, okay, okay. Mm. And the rest was history. Wow. There shouldn't be. You're right. There shouldn't. There's a lot that goes on when you get involved with the wrong people, especially your own boss. That's crazy work. Mm, mm, mm. I don't know why. It's like 501. They always do this. They like, it's like they hold on and they go on to something else. Are you hearing anything? Hey, hey, Sniper, how's it going? I did drop the link. It was in the chat and here. It's in here. So if you want me to put it down here again, hold on. Here, you can hop in this way. I thought you'd have gotten it. There you go. It's in the chat. Armando, are you hearing anything? I know you. Armando, you're muted.
Yeah, yeah, I'm watching it on I'm watching it on the big screen TV.
Okay, you're on CNN then? CNN?
Yeah, I'm
Let
watching
me
it
see.
on CNN.
Are they saying anything yet?
They going over everything, and
That's
they
a
they said
shame.
they're gonna be going into the courtroom here shortly.
Okay. Okay, cool.
It's just a little after 5. That's why I'm trying to tell you to start it up at 5, because you know they're gonna go through their whole prelude and everything at first,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna go into it.
What do you mean it's not going to work like this? It worked like that earlier. Dietrich,
Talking about the what is it's not
the
gonna work like
StreamYard?
what?
I don't know. I think he might be talking about StreamYard because
No, he might be
um,
talking about the way you got it with the
mm-mm. You could come up. If it don't work, I'll just change it. I think I could change it. Let me see. 1 second. If I'm able to change it, that'd be cool. Uh, general portrait. Oh no, you can't change it once you do it. That's the thing that sucks about that is you can't change it once you start because you have to do it before you start. So before you go live. But once you start the live, they won't let you do it. Come on, y'all. All right, is it talking now about it? That's the court. Nope, wrong court. Y'all need to stop worrying about talking about everybody and do the P. Diddy. Let's go. What are they doing on there, Armando? I tried to.
same thing. They're just talking right now. They're just talking right now. Did saying something about he tried it a lot of times because it have to be blue, something like that.
What has to be blue?
I don't know what he's talking about. What has to be blue?
Yeah, what are you talking about? What has to be blue? The link has to be blue, but I dropped it in the chat. The stream link. I hold on. Let me try it again. It's not showing blue on your end. I don't know why the StreamYard's not coming in there right. crazy.
Yep, it ain't showing blue.
That's crazy
It's
work.
white. It does supposed to be blue.
Oh no. So you're telling me StreamYard's acting up?
You might have to try to send it to the IG.
Okay, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I should be able to come right back after that. All right, I'm gonna send it to your IG. Give me a second. I put it in the group chat too. I'm gonna put it back in the group chat. Okay, I put it in the group chat. Can you hear me? Okay, I put it in the group chat and I sent it to your IG as well. The group chat and IG.
So where now?
No, I was just telling him it's in a group chat and I sent it to IG as well.
Hold on for a quick second to take this call.
Okay. Hmm. Come on, it's already past 5. What's really going on here? Let me see if they have another channel. I'm using YouTube vertical and you can't have more than 2 people up here. Is that what you're trying to say? That'd be kind of messed up if that's how it goes. I guess it's not a good thing to test things. Well, at least we learned that you can't change it and it only takes 2 people. I don't understand it. I thought it would just shrink us and then you can come up. Try it from your IG. Y'all should hear this lady, the one they have on right here. She is hysterical when she calls 911. I mean, hollering, hollering, like she done lost it. 50 cents somewhere with that crazy clown left. That man wants all his else. Wow. Yeah, something's going on with him too. He's not like he doesn't like anybody. It's like I don't know what's going on with this weather. It's crazy. It wasn't like that a few minutes ago before I started this live. It is thunder and lightning out there. Did you try again, D Truth? Hold on, let me see if they got anything other than this. Nope, some stuff. So what do you think is gonna happen? Sorry, the thing is giving me notification about the rain as if I don't already know that it's going on out there. Um, what do you think about what's going on? New York, Riz. Riaz, who else? Whoever's in the chat, what do you guys think about what's going on with Detroit? Well, not with Detroit, with P. Diddy. Uh, oh, I did the update already, not that long ago, because I just started coming back up. So I don't know what's going on. Some weird stuff. I just that's why I don't pay for it. That's another reason why I'm not going to pay for StreamYard because they got too many glitches going on. All right, let's see what we got now. Oh, they're talking about the marathon that they're going to be doing on Court TV. Oh, there we go. See, I knew it's going to work. See, it adds you up on here. I didn't think it was wrong. I figured it was going to do it. You just
Nah,
have to get up here.
nah. The thing is, I do it when you put it in the group chat. That's how I got up here.
Right. I just don't know why it's not turning blue like it normally does.
Using YouTube vertical with StreamYard, right?
I'm using StreamYard vertical. Yeah,
For some reason, it ain't working.
that's some weird stuff going on.
It's just like a YouTube vertical. You can't.
Mm,
Yeah, see what I'm saying. So vertical, you can't do that for some reason. Yeah, they saying that they kind of overcharged. Yeah, and you know the crazy part of the situation, uh, that when the verdict was read for the four major charges that he got that he didn't get found guilty of, people outside with baseball wrote it on themselves and other people. Did you hear me? Now, if I was going to celebrate somebody getting none not get convicted, I'm not finna go get no. I want if I was to P Diddy is getting found out get them four major charges. Guess what? I'm not finna go get no baby oil. Oh no,
can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, the I had a phone call and the rain is about to start and now I gotta go out here and deal with these pets.
But did you hear what I said? There was some people celebrate with rubber baby all on themselves and other people.
Right, but not if they're putting stuff in it, if you know what I mean. Hey, Wellness Frugal Mama, how you doing?
Yeah,
Okay, Armando, you back yet? I need y'all to hold me down for a little bit. Armando, hello.
ain't no telling where he went to.
You didn't hear me when I said I had to take a phone call?
I didn't know you weren't done
I
yet.
said I had to take a phone call real quick.
You don't you yell at me. Don't you yell at me.
Hey, both of
You
y'all
don't
had to take a
listen.
dog. Both of y'all had to take a
Don't
doggone
you
phone
yell
call.
at me. Don't you yell at me.
Hold it down, Dietrich, while we on our phone call.
Okay, hold it down. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm still watching it. If I'm talking, I'm trying to. Yeah, that what it seems like. But I'm still watching it and see what they actually talking about. Then I'll be back to explain stuff. Well, they're going to commercial right now. So, but how do y'all feel about it? I feel that he is guilty, but the prosecution went about the wrong way, and they rushed to prosecute. Rushed to prosecute. That what the actions I know they did. So see, like the man said, racketeering. You got to have like him, then it has like a underboss or something like a mom to point the finger and say, "Hey, he told me to do that, whatever, whatever," but didn't have that. So that racketeering, they weren't gonna get in on racketeering. But on the other, yeah, but on the other line, the other six trafficking charge, cause you with some. I'm gonna put it this way, cause they could have got him, but they couldn't have got him. That was either way. They could have got him. They ain't had. They could have got him, but they didn't get him. He's gonna be like. Let me say this. He he put it away. He dodged the two big one. Cause like somebody had put it like sex trafficking. I don't care that you with a person, man or woman, for 2, 3, 4 years, and people might think you are together, but technically you're not. That could be considered sex trafficking, but they couldn't prove it. Like I said, there's a whole lot of stuff they couldn't prove, and the jury wasn't swayed. Your beast, I have no idea. I don't. Some things what people say, some things people do. It's you know what you can't understand it. You will not understand it, and sometimes it's best us not to understand it. Cause we try to figure it out. We're gonna our brains is not what it. We go crazy try to figure out what other people does. Know what I'm saying? So we just waiting on the bond hearing, see if we get bond or you gonna stay in to that. Yeah, yeah. L.A., New York, Florida, but sometimes I'm gonna put it like this. Sometimes when people got a whole lot of money like he does, like some of these folks does, they don't know what to do with it. They go do some reckless stuff, some crazy stuff that get them in trouble, and then they think then all of a sudden they think they untouchable. Like some he was running around here like they think they untouchable, and then all of a sudden they get locked up. Then the family would have come out in support of them. But what were you when they was out here doing all this stuff to these other people? Well, I'm going ahead and put it this way: family probably didn't know, but then again, there's some that probably did know. So that how that goes. So yeah, yep, like I said, he got the four serious charges. He's not guilty. If we would have got found guilty of four serious charges, he'd be looking he would have been looking at life in prison. Yeah, yeah, but I'm gonna say this right here. There's a whole lot of people that's not on that does not own R. Kelly or P. Diddy level. Got that God complex. A lot of them, a lot of men and women get. Oh, it's not some of them not on that level. Got that God complex. So that went down and he got caught up. I'm gonna say this. He might. He's. I think he's gonna be more cautious of the people he have. He should be more cautious of people he have around him. Going to have around him. Yeah. It, ego. Too many people egos get up there that they can't be touched. Then all of a sudden when long arm or the law reach out to them and get them, they wonder what happened. Your ego, what did you say? It's ego, the egos, and the high status. Sometimes that do not save you. I don't care how big a high price loan you got. Sometimes that do not save you. It really don't. But if, like I said, the prosecution fumbled the ball on this one, just like the prosecution fumbled the ball in O.J. Simpson, just like the prosecution fumbled the ball in the George Zimmerman case, they fumbled the ball. Ain't then there's a ain't them be said it right. They fumbled the ball. They fumbled the ball. Hold on for a minute. Yeah, we just waiting on see if we gonna be able to bond out. The question is, how much of a bond would the judge set for him if he able to bond out until his sentencing hearing?
Bond denied.
Bond denied.
Yep, judge denies bail.
Whew,
Got to stay in there to sentencing.
yeah, I kind of figured that was gonna happen. I kind of, uh, although the two big charges was
Yep.
dropped, since the four big charges was dropped, and I don't think this is what I think right here, Armando. I'm tell you this. When I think when he didn't testify, that kind of hurt his chances to get bond. Cause put this way, the prosecution really didn't prove racketeering sex trafficking, right? They really didn't
Mm-hmm.
prove it. With him not taking the stand, it helped in that instant, but hurt in this instance. You see what I'm saying? Cause the
Mm-hmm.
judge put this way, the judge, you know how some people show remorse and the judge go light on them and give them a bond.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't. He was just sitting there stoic until he was found not guilty of the four major charges. You see what I'm saying? So that kind of people say you can't don't react, don't judge person by how they react, but we humans, and guess what usually happens? So and and like I said, and I wonder how some of them people are. Yeah, when you knew ain't here, we can't bring you up, sniper. So yeah. I said it before. I know that you hear me. I said, how you feel about some of the people out there when you were found not guilty of the four major charges, rubbing the baby oil in themselves? How did you feel about kind of crazy? Bail is denied. Whatever that prosecutor put in that letter to the judge, it must have been woo. I'd like to see that letter. I'd like to see both. I would like to see both of the letters what the defense gave the judge and the prosecution for the judge gave to the judge. That's what I would like to see, because whatever prosecution put in that letter to the judge to have the judge deny bail bond, it must have been deep. You see what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry.
bond denied.
Oh my God.
Bond
It is
denied.
pouring down out there.
Yeah, we coming our way. Bond denied. You know.
Yeah,
I told you.
the bond denied. So,
Yeah.
but you know they can appeal that though. They can appeal that,
I know, but he didn't.
and
He didn't. He,
I think they will appeal that though. They will appeal that. I've never heard of anybody with prostitution charge being held with no bond.
yeah.
I ain't never heard of that. And if it's a situation where Cassie is afraid for her safety, then I mean she could just go take out a restraining order.
Right. Right.
Yeah, but I could see if it was. Yeah, I think he would have got bond if it was just one trepidation of prostitution.
Yeah.
But it's two. You see what I'm saying? It's two charges he got found guilty of. So that's probably had something.
Wow.
That probably had something to do with the bond. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
So it, hey, that could win. Like I said, it all depends on what was in the letter that his defense attorney gave to the judge and the prosecution gave to the judge.
Right.
We don't know
Exactly.
what was in it. We don't know what's in that letter.
Right.
So I guess his defense attorney uh yeah, for the people that don't know, cause you get convicted, cause you get convicted, that I mean they yeah, you get a bond when you first get locked up, but we get charged for something and you got a citizen, you can also get another bond.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what people feel to understand. That some people feel like, oh, he got convicted of two
Yeah.
crimes, they go right to sentencing. In some instance, they do go straight to sentencing. In some instance, they don't.
Right. Okay. There we go.
And
All right.
sometimes they go to. Sometimes the judge asks the jury what they recommendation. As the same jury
Right.
that convicted him of as of that crime, and the jury get a judge and a recommendation. But
Right.
I guess it's gonna be in this. I guess it's gonna be the judge that give the sentence recommendation in this one. What's up, sniper?
Y'all not gonna believe this, but losing weight is not always a good thing.
It ain't no bad thing either.
I know. I lost my ring. Just flew off my finger. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Oh my God.
this is I just seen Judge Nice Bail cites Cone violence toward former girlfriends as the reason why.
I told you because of that. I figured that's what it was gonna be. Something to do with them.
It's
I
what
told you.
now?
Witnesses,
Now, violence towards his former girlfriends.
which is what she was a witness. She was one of the ones that was on the stand. I can't believe this happened.
Yeah,
OMG.
gotta
Go
go
ahead.
get re-signed. Yeah, they were just said Judge Nice Bail cites Cone violence towards his towards former girlfriends. Not one. Two girlfriends that testified.
Mhm.
Mm. What do you think
But
about
you know
that?
what? Think about this. Think about this, you guys. Literally, that's going to be time served as well. So the more time he does, the more time served he'll get by the time he gets his sentencing, if you know what I mean. Correct or not?
Uh,
Correct or
but
not?
since like I said that since that transportation of for prostitution, which one legal said that should have been a state charge, since it's
Uh-huh.
federal, since it's federal. I don't know what
Uh-huh.
they get. I don't know what they get. The time be counted for them in federal.
Why wouldn't it be? Isn't that time served no matter what?
No, state
No?
and federal are two different sentences.
Okay. Well,
Just like
then he's
just like
A
just
out.
like just like
Mrs. Zola.
just like the president can pardon people from federal, he can't do it for state.
Yeah.
So it's at
Okay.
two different ones. Since they're
Oh
federal,
boy.
by the way, you get charged with federal crime, you're gonna have to serve almost all your time in federal.
Right.
So it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna see what they talking about right quick.
Okay.
What sniper go to? He must couldn't get that
You
mic
can
right.
you can let us listen to it if it's loud enough. We've been listening to it and I ain't getting no copyright on anything. I'm looking for my ring. Stop laughing at me. Oh my
No, I'm
God.
laughing at something. I'm laughing at something else.
Oh, okay. I thought you were laughing at me.
Mm-mm.
I can't find my ring, bruh. Oh my God, where'd it go?
Your ring, your wedding
My
ring,
ring, my ring, the one I just got, that big whopping diamond ring.
your honey. I mean, your anniversary ring.
Yes,
Man, he gon'
it's a
he
wedding.
gon'
It's an upgrade. It's an upgrade. It's
he
somewhere in here.
gon'
It's in my
curse.
room.
He gon' curse your ass out.
No, he's not because it's inside. It's in my room where I dropped it. Stop playing with me.
Happen. And so what we're looking at is a different universe. And so looking at it from that perspective, you can look at it from two reasons. Number one, is he a flight risk? Would he really be a flight risk under these circumstances where his passport's taken, he knows he's facing sentencing, you can put in conditions to ensure his return? And number two, is he now a danger to the community wherein if he did anything wrong, it would be factored into the sentencing? Resoundingly no. That's the first part. The second thing is, listen, the fact is he was convicted of 2 felonies. So let's look at the prosecution briefly. The fact is that based upon those 2 felonies, prostitution, transportation to engage in prostitution, you're facing up to 10 years. Now, his guideline range,
Hmm.
which will speak for, the federal government calculates various things with respect to the nature of the offense, the characteristics of the defendant, etc., is from 21 months to 27 months. That's 2 years and 3 months. The judge could be given the indication, right? We don't know that, hey, he's going to keep him in jail for some period of time. What that period of time is, we don't know, but it could very well be the guideline sentence. So maybe the judge says,
Right,
if I'm just going to put him back in anyway. I'm speculating, but there's 2
right.
ways. Jake.
All right, Joey Jackson, Stacey Schneider, thanks. Stay there. We're going to come back to you. Before this,
Wow.
on bail denied, CNN's Elizabeth Wagmeister spoke to the attorney for the trial star witness, Cassie Ventura, and we're going to bring you that interview.
All right. So that kind of made sense to me. What he
Hmm.
said kind of made sense to me. So
Yeah, a lot of those people be like the attorney, like they're actually attorneys that know a
yeah,
lot of stuff.
yeah.
High rank attorneys. Where's my ring though? That's what I'm wondering about. We already got the situation. P. Diddy's good. Now I just need my ring, bro. I need my ring.
Yo,
Yeah.
Yo,
what's good, everybody?
sniper.
What's going
Yeah,
on, man?
I lost my ring, bro.
Hey, sis.
You
I'm gonna
know,
tell
you been cuss your ass out.
Hey, sis. Only thing I'm gonna tell you to do is that
Run! Oh, this
yeah,
is-
don't hide under the bed because he gonna snatch you from your feet, from your ankles, and he gonna whoop your tail. So please don't hide under the bed.
My husband do not put his hands on me. Are you serious right now? He does not
Yeah.
put his hands on me.
Hey, wait till he find out you move that ring. He probably try something new.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Ain't no that part.
Hey,
Ain't no that part. What?
so your sister said y'all don't be reading her comments.
Read the first one. She said, "Lose weight, improves your sex life, sex mood."
Okay, first of all, I'm talking about losing weight and then the ring is too big now. Come on now.
That's
Ugh.
your sister said. That was your sister said.
That's what your
That's
sister
what my
said. I
sister.
didn't say that.
I heard you. No, I heard that's what you said. That my sister said that. Hey together, how are you? My little
Real
freak
quick, y'all.
sister of mine.
Salute to you
My little
together.
freak sister.
So,
Oh my God.
So
what's your take on this whole situation?
I would just, yeah. I'm glad you asked. Um,
What you think?
I think that there's as much as they keep putting out that uh, this witness is not going to testify, this witness is going to testify, this doesn't add up, this and that and the third. There is still too much evidence out there to let this man roam free.
Thank you.
Um, and I think I don't know who I talked to about this earlier, but from the when it comes to the videos, to the parties, to other witnesses about the parties that he had,
Hmm.
the things that you do, your warehouse supply of baby oil laced with the drugs, you got too much going on, and that's the reason why. And then that attorney or the reporter slash attorney reporter made a good point. He still got money. He can still flee the country.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
credit to what D Truth was saying is that this is not a state crime or state accusations. This is federal accusations.
Hmm.
This is federal accusation. So this it's a little bit harder to get a bond through the federal than it is to go through state, local.
Hmm.
But you are a so-called celebrity. They didn't give Bill Cosby a bond. He served and his was I think his was federal too. So
In the
why
words
should
of Armando, what did I tell you, Armando? What did I say? What did I say? Where's my thing?
Well, my thing, like I said, you know, that right there. Still, they dropped the ball. They should have got
Hmm.
racketeering, but that right there can easily, and I guarantee by next week they're gonna appeal that. He'll be out. He'll be out by
Oh,
next week.
of course
no?
he's gonna appeal it.
He'll
You
be
know how
out by
many?
That doesn't
next
mean
week.
he's gonna. That doesn't mean it's gonna work. But yeah, of course he's
I
gonna
mean,
appeal it.
is this not
He gonna appeal it.
Armando?
You
Is
you
this
can't
Yeah.
you can't keep nobody in jail for no bond for prostitution. I mean,
but
where have you ever heard of that?
you never?
It's a
Well,
different
how
type
many
of
people?
prostitution, first of all. It's a different type. Go ahead,
But
Sniper.
Armando, the question is that isn't this his last appeal? This is third appeal, right? You only get 3 appeals, right? If I remember correctly, you only get 3 appeals, and somebody fact check me on that, and I will it back down. But I don't think you get a certain amount of appeals before you're just like, all right, you got to stop, because he already lost 2 appeals already. And these people are not these and these are the prosecutor and these judges are not going to let this dude roam freely.
They already said they're gonna make sure he gets the highest amount, which is 10K. I mean, I'm sorry, 10 years.
Y'all keep thinking that. I'm trying to tell you, keep thinking that now.
You also
Keep
thought they
selling
weren't
that
getting a
pipe
bond.
dream to yourself. Keep
You
thinking that.
said they were gonna give him a bond. They ain't giving one.
Well,
Well.
one out of three. You know what I'm saying? 1 out of 3.
So
But I'm
that
One
saying
out of
this
3.
so basically what it is, Armando, you 0.333333333%.
I don't understand what the hell you just said, bro.
You
I,
said
I'm,
one out. You said 1 out of 3, so that means that's 0.33333%.
I
but
found it. I found it. I found it. Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna say this right here. Why that's I'm gonna explain to everybody why that's a federal charge. That why they try to federal is you can do that inside state, but when you taking somebody from another
He
state,
was going out of state. Right.
yeah,
He was going out the country. That's
yeah,
why. That's why it's
that's
federal.
if from one
It's
state to another
different
state.
than state.
That's to explain
Yeah.
it. That's somebody want to know why it's a federal charge.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I understand Mondo's thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
The flying women out, whatever. Yeah, they get
I'm
charged.
just saying, if you're gonna start giving out prison sentences to people getting flown out for parties and sexual favors, then you locking about 90% of the NBA up. You locking about 80% of the NFL up, and you locking damn near 100% of the major league players up, the MLB players up.
But here, okay. But was their parties drugs induced that you can see, or are we making speculations?
Like I said, if you're gonna start handing out prison sentences for that, then we need to round up all the NFL, NBA players, and MLB players, because you best to believe it be women, sex, drugs, and everything else that be going on
Mm.
up in them parties.
So you really think that this dude should not be in jail?
No, I'm not. That is not what I'm saying.
No, I'm just
That is
asking.
what I'm saying is, y'all want to lock him up for the tape. If you're gonna lock him up for the tape, lock him up for domestic violence, because that's really what he's guilty of. That's what
Mm-hmm.
he's guilty of. That man act is outdated, because you now in this day and time in 2025, you got a lot of celebrities, athletes, celebrities, movie stars flying women out for parties and for other things, extracurricular activities.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So I'm just saying, be consistent. Don't take out what you angry about the domestic violence, and I understand that. If you angry about that, lock his ass up for that. Don't go trying to pad extra stuff, package it up because you want him locked up for domestic violence. Lock him up for what he did. Lock him up for domestic violence. What does that carry? Like a year
So let me
and
ask,
some change? Lock him up for that.
but see that's just the thing, bro, is that domestic violence case opened up
Everything
more.
else.
It led to more. Just like old boy, what's his name, Sandusky, was flying young children out there, underage children out there.
Who?
What's the dude that killed himself in jail? The one that was on that abuse on the grape charges, and he went to jail and killed himself, or somebody killed him, or was out there in Penn State.
You're right about the name. You were right about the name. Yeah. I think he took himself out because he couldn't face the consequences. And think about it. I don't think he went to court. He hasn't went to court yet.
But it started with one thing and it's opened up a whole can of worms.
Yeah.
It went from one charge to like 14, 15 charges.
Yep. See, I put it like that. If that tape never came out, we wouldn't even be here.
And then, like I said before, there's more that has not been, you know, the prosecutor is not going to show their hand all at one time. When they decided to raid his houses and take all his camera footage and his laptops with them, they must have found something in those laptops that has more, like you mentioned before, the racketeer. I'm just saying, bro, there's a lot more that's going on with this.
Well, I can't tell because they couldn't get no eviction, brother. That's all I'm saying. I hear what you're saying, but they couldn't get no eviction. Couldn't get no eviction.
It's like this. Ain't no telling.
If it was more on those devices, which I'm not doubting, I think it was. I agree with you. I really do believe the evidence was there. The prosecution just dropped the ball. But people need to remember, the prosecutors, those are the lawyers that barely, put it like this, those are the people that barely got out of law school or barely passed. They barely passed. They're you know, the ones that are defense attorneys that own their own practices, those were the top-notch law students. Those are the ones that were like, you know, graduated at the top of their classes.
Mm-hmm.
So the defense attorneys are always going to be one step ahead of the prosecution. But the evidence, but with the amount of evidence that they had, remember all of them tapes when they raided his home down there in Miami, all of that evidence that they confiscated. And you mean to tell me with all of that evidence you couldn't get no conviction?
But you gotta understand. You gotta understand this too, Armando. You can have all the. How many times have we seen that prosecution had the man dead to right, and it's the prosecutor present a damn good case, and the defense attorney could mess up the fifth case, but it always comes down to that jury, and who had more influence in that jury deliberating room on the other folks. See what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to. So the prosecutor put on a hell of a case. The defense could put on a hell of a case. What have we seen? A different attorney put on a heck of a case, and the prosecutor failed, but the defense put a hell of a case, and the jury still found him guilty. You see what I'm saying? It works both ways. I'm not gonna say all prosecutors who prosecute is barely past their bar exam, because that's some defense attorney that barely passed their bar exam. I'm gonna put it like this: it all falls on that jury and what the jury believes. You see what I'm saying? It falls on the jury. What the jury believes. You gotta
prove your case to the jury.
Yeah.
If you ain't proving your case to the jury, that's just like I'm gonna give you an example. Case of Anthony. I guarantee you, remember now, you got a lot of women. You had a lot of women that were on the jury. Okay, so going into it, a lot of them probably had the mindset that they were going to find her guilty. But as they sat and listened to the case, the prosecution could not prove their case. They dropped the ball. So they had no choice. Were you gonna give your decision based on emotions, or you gonna do the right thing and you gonna give your decision, your verdict, based on what the evidence that was presented to you? Because
plus, you got to remember
what you think and what has been proven is two different things.
And don't forget, the jury was a little confused on some of the rules. So that's why they had questions for the judge. Don't forget that.
Yeah, and you got to look at this too right here. There's some jurors could fake the funk and say, "Oh, I'm gonna be a part of all that," but all of a sudden in the back of their mind, they still it's gonna be for the defense or it's gonna be for the prosecution. See what I'm saying? So you can't take out the human effect out of it either. See what I'm saying? You can't take that out. I don't care what kind of case the defense attorney put on, what kind of case the prosecution case the prosecutor put on. You cannot take out the human effect of a juror. Because hey, how many times have we seen a juror get past the first round, second round, whatever, and be on the juror one of the 12? But they might like the defendant. No matter what the prosecution put out, they can put out so much stuff. It no matter what kind of evidence they put out, it's still not going to sway that juror. You see what I'm saying? You cannot take out the human element out of it for a juror.
I know one thing. If I'm the prosecution, I'm really not happy today. I'm not happy. I'm not happy because you flopped. The racketeering was a slam dunk. That's why I agree with everything you said, Sniper. All of that evidence, man, that racketeering should have been a slam dunk. I'm sorry. It should have been a slam dunk.
Yeah, I'm tell you why though.
But hold on, Dietrich, let him speak. Let him finish. Let him finish.
No, I was done. I was done. Go ahead. Whoever want to rebuttal.
No, this ain't a rebuttal. But the problem with that racketeering case though is everybody that could have said, "Oh, he orchestrated this, he orchestrated that," did not take a stand or did not show up to court or they didn't subpoena. See what I'm saying? So that's why the racketeering wasn't going to stick.
Okay, I have something to say real quick so that way you guys can understand. I heard this is what the information I got. Okay, so the part where you said about that girl, the Carter girl that I was telling you about, she's not from that didn't happen in New York, so they cannot ask her things in New York. She would have to be in the case would have to be in LA, which is where it happened. Just so you know.
So look, let me ask y'all a question. Say he beats this case in New York. Is California going to charge him also? Because that's not considered as double jeopardy.
Yeah, federal and state two.
That's a whole nother state. Yeah, that's a whole nother state.
Since this federal, California could come back and charge him. The state can come back and charge him. So.
Because you know that like some rapists, if they've done their activities in different states, they can be going to another state to be charged and tried.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But do y'all believe if California is going to put up charges on them?
Now California right now got too much going on.
Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff on him over there too, though. They got some ones over there. Okay, the one from LA got some stuff on him. So yeah, if they don't do nothing, if they don't give him enough here, they definitely need to get him in Cali.
It'll be local though. It won't be. You can't try him on federal again in California. That'll be double jeopardy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would say that
you do trying every loophole.
Is that right?
Is that
right? Are you sure? Are you sure about that? That's a whole nother state.
No, you can't. You can try him locally on a state level, but you cannot try him twice on a federal level. No, ma'am. That will be double jeopardy.
I'm telling you.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, but wait a second. Are you trying to tell me if it's a whole nother witnesses, witnesses?
I'm gonna
be true, man. Let me talk. The prostitution, you can go for, okay, because you got a conviction. But the ones he was acquitted on, racketeering and sex trafficking, you can't go after him on the federal level anymore on that because he beat it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy work right there.
Well, that's America, baby. That's
No,
America.
wait, no. I'm gonna fact check you real quick. Nope. I remember this class. You can be tried for the same crime in different states federally. You can. You can. And when it
See?
says double jeopardy, that means that you cannot be tried in local state in the same state for the same crime.
Thank you.
That's double jeopardy. But you are
Yeah.
able to be tried in different states federally if there's charges that could be brought upon you.
Yeah.
All right, Armando, you tried it. You tried it.
But I'm getting our
If they couldn't get them in New York, they damn sure ain't gonna get them in California. But
Who knows?
I'm just saying they couldn't get them in New York. They damn sure ain't gonna get them out there in California.
Hey,
She
Armando.
has a lot of receipts on him. She has a lot of receipts on him.
They had a lot of receipts
A
on him
lot.
in New York too. They had a
Hey,
lot of receipts on him in New York too.
Wait, hold on. Hey, Armando, you right. You kind of right, but here's the thing: they couldn't get Trump in New York, but they got him in other states, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got it. Okay. Okay, so you talking about that one time where Trump went to jail in Fulton County for one day? It wasn't even a whole day. He went to Wright Street. He was in Wright Street for what, 5-10 minutes?
15 minutes. But I mean, but hey, guess what?
You want to cook it for that?
No, but wait, hold on, Big Bird.
You want to cook it for that?
No, but it was he was convicted. 5 minutes.
Okay, he got cookies.
5
Stop talking
hours.
about cookies.
2 minutes.
Yeah, and what good did that do?
I made him the president.
Exactly. He walked right out 5-10 minutes later, went back to his campaign, and went on and won by a damn landslide. Okay?
But the whole point was, regardless if he spent time in jail or whatever have you, New York and compared to other states, they can't hold water.
I'm gonna say this right here. If they try it for the federal charge in California, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think the prosecutor ain't gonna learn from the prosecution mistake in New York? You see what I'm saying?
You're gonna get a different judge. You're gonna get different prosecutors.
And they're gonna go about it different ways.
Different jury. Hey, look, he just better be glad it's not Texas.
You mean the same state that allowed a woman to walk in the wrong apartment, shoot a man,
pow the man,
pow the man, walked out, lied to the told several lies to the cops, pretending like she was sleepwalking from being too tired and working double shifts, and she walked in the wrong apartment, grabbed her gack, and shot an innocent man. And scheduled to be released this September. You talking about that Texas? You talking about the same Texas that we done had several lynchings, and each one of them being classified as a unaliving, SUICIDE. That same Texas, man. Come on, bro.
Man, I'm gonna put it like this right here. I can say one thing about the prosecution in Georgia when they got the one that did Armand Arbery like that.
Yeah, they did good on. They did good for him.
Yeah, because if it would have stayed in that county and that kind of prosecution, there'd never been no charges. See what I'm saying? It would never been no charges. And what people got to realize, you get pardoned. You get pardoned by the president. I'm gonna get that way. You get pardoned by the president, but that's on a federal pardon right there. That don't have nothing to do with the state. Two different entities. And the question is he going to get probation, or he going to get that recommended 10 consecutive not concurrent, consecutive years. And if you
Okay,
need
I have a
information,
question. I have a question, and I know somebody up here has an answer for me because I need to know this. So my question is this. Okay, so Sean, it says they denied bail. Okay, they still saying that. Okay, nothing changed. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so this is what I want to know. If there, this is a hypothetical question. This is nothing to do with anything that's happened or that's already happened or gonna happen or whatever. Okay, who knows? Okay, so if you have, let's just say, I'm just gonna name somebody. I'm just gonna say John Doe. Okay, John Doe goes and robs a bank. Is that federal or not?
Yes, because that's a federal place.
Thank
Yes,
you.
and
Okay, wait. Listen. He does this in, let's say, New York. He goes and does this in New York. And he top house somebody in the process as well. Okay, or no, I'm sorry. He robs them and he gets a bunch of money and he gets out of there, but he gets caught. Okay, one. But prior to him getting caught at this one, he already robbed a whole nother state. He did the same thing at a different bank. Robbed a bank, got the heck out, and went to another state, like I said, to New York, and then got caught up in New York. Would they not be charging him twice federally since
Yes,
it's a federal thing? So now
yes,
why
because
not? Hold on. Okay, so now why not P. Diddy, if even if it is racketeering and trafficking, right? Why not? Because it's a whole bunch of other people. There's other
let,
people
let,
involved in
so
this.
let me
I
make
just want to say this. I want to say this. Okay.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
first thing first. Let me say it again.
Okay.
Do I personally think he's guilty? Yes. Do I
Mhm.
personally think he deserves prison time? Yes. My problem is that everybody else that also was committing crimes and was involved are being given a pat on the back.
Mhm.
And I don't agree with that. My thing is, if other people were involved committing crimes and doing all these egregious things at these parties, their ass need to go to prison too.
I agree with that. I don't disagree with
If
that.
5 people go up in the bank, rob a goddamn bank, okay?
Mhm. Mhm.
You ain't finna sit here and convince me that only 1 out of the 5 should go to damn prison and the other 4 should go home and live happily ever after. I don't agree with that. I don't agree
But
with
what
that.
I'm
That's
okay.
where I say
I
the
agree.
justice system is jacked up.
It is. It is. I agree with what you're saying. I do agree that other people that are involved in this need to be in there because they're co-conspirators and all that stuff, right? Okay. But what I'm saying is, why can't they charge him again federally if it's federal, if it's a whole another state and a whole other people?
You knew I just answered that question for you.
So
It's
you
not
can,
true.
Yeah,
right?
so yes, you are able
Okay.
to.
Okay.
You are able.
Okay.
So put it like this right here, and just like the example I gave earlier. If
Okay.
somebody, and we'll use yours, if somebody robs a bank in Georgia, right? That's
Okay.
federal.
Mhm.
And then so their pictures is up, and like Bonnie and Clyde, right? And
Mhm.
their
Mhm.
pictures up, and then they go to South Carolina and rob a bank.
Mhm.
Now you're not gonna, I mean, you rob a bank without hurting anybody, 15, 20 years, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So after you get out of that jail, they're gonna send your butt to South Carolina,
The other one. That's what I
and they're
figured.
gonna they're
Okay.
gonna press those charges against you on there. See, the
Okay.
thing was
So now.
with Bonnie and Clyde, they never made it to jail
Mhm.
because they got shot up. Um,
Right.
so yes, that's when I had to we had to look at it because when I was getting my degree, there was one thing that we talked about that, and
Yeah.
that just sparked something in me. So if he gets away with, let's just say he gets away with this, right? And after the trial, they say
Mhm.
not guilty.
He ain't gonna get away with that.
Oh no,
He
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
get
yeah.
sentenced.
No. I'm just
Yeah.
using
You
that
can.
excuse, me, bro. Just using it as not an excuse, but an example. But if he does, let's
Okay.
say his attorney boy go out there and rocks the house with and this showed that he was an angel boy and everybody else around him was doing it, but he wasn't. Just say that wasn't him on the video. That was his twin cousin. So when they get done with that trial and he gives hugs and they're gonna package his butt up and send him to California. If California decides to press charges on him.
This one right here.
I got you. So my other question.
I think they were in there thinking he walked that door today. But the judge said that there were no exceptional circumstances here, that all the reasons that Combs team had cited were personal reasons, either for his family, for his kids, and it didn't overcome the bar and the congressional mandate in the law that says for someone who is convicted of a crime under this statute, under this title, had a mandatory detention. Now, his lawyer had argued that there was no other prostitution case. He even referenced Elliot Spencer, who was not charged with any wrongdoing, but that company that had the prostitutes was convicted of some crime. So he was saying that in that instance, where people had made money, those people were given bail. But the judge denied it after the prosecutors again argued, is what they said, that the only thing exceptional about Combs was his wealth, his violence, and his brazenness. And while the judge did hang on that violence, he said that Combs' team admitted that Combs was violent throughout this trial in the closing arguments. He even read back portions of this transcript to the parties, to Combs' lawyer, and he's saying that right now at this stage, not sentencing, but at this stage.
Now we know what happened. It's if you keep mentioning violence, the judge gonna take
It'll start resonating.
Yeah. So that's why he got denied bail. His own defense attorney kept mentioning it, as you heard. So now we know what. So if his defense attorney keep mentioning meant that he was violent, he probably would have bail right now. What y'all think?
I don't know. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Okay, so now the other question I have now, I think I remember. Hold on, give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay, so does he have, like when they do his sentencing, right? This is the question I had for Armando. He said, did you say yes or no about the time served, even if it's because it's federal?
That time served, that time served stuff don't mean nothing federal when it comes to
okay. Yeah. Okay. That's another thing I wanted to get information on. Can you fact check that as well? Sniper?
Oh, that's the truth.
I mean, unless they done came up with some kind of new federal law or something.
So when it comes to federal, and I think D-Truth and Amanda, I think we all mentioned this a couple times before in a video. When it comes to federal sentencing, you're serving what that sentence is. Right now, you're in a holding pattern.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're going to, if they say 20 years, you serving 20 years and probably an extra day to process out.
Okay.
And so it's not like how it is in the in state and local when they say 20 years, but you already been in 6, so you only got 14 years left, and then you get out on good behavior. Federal said, hey, listen, when you do 20 years, you're doing 20 years of 23 and 1. Maybe 23 and 22 and 2, but if you get out of good behavior, but it's 23 and 1. You get 23 lockdown and 1 hour recreation, shower, shower, and a shave.
But I'm gonna tell you this right here. Here's what it said. Yes, that is a time served in federal prison. Inmates in federal prison can earn time credit for good behavior, which can reduce the amount of time they actually serve. This is often referred to as good time or earned time credit. Generally, federal inmates serve approximately 85% of the time, which 85% of what, 20 is what?
85% of like 10 years?
15?
Would be 7 years. That would be 7 years. 7 years is 85.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said out of 10 years, right?
He said 20.
And you said
20.
85?
I said
Oh,
20.
20. My bad. My bad.
Yeah,
My bad.
Because
I
remember,
thought you heard that, but 85
No.
out of 20 is like almost like 16, 17 years. It's only like 3 years off your stuff.
Hmm.
But
yeah,
the thing is how many times does that have been people been granted that 85% in federal prison? It is very slim to none.
yeah. And then especially when his own defense attorney and himself, even his own defense attorney said he was violent. You see what I'm saying? That's and being a modern inmate. Okay, yeah, okay, I understand that. Then the defense, his defense attorney made an argument that uh, the mother of his older kid, to Kim Porter, she's dead,
Hmm.
and he gonna be locked up. Hey, defense attorney, how many people in state and federal prison and they had kids and their mother's dead, you're locked up? That don't work. You know what I'm saying? That's not an argument.
Yeah.
That's not an argument. But when you keep mentioning violence and violence and violence, that your client is violent, what do you think the judge is going to do?
He's gonna look into exactly what you're talking about. Like he's gonna be like what they call that? Straight to it. He's gonna
Mm.
be sniping it. That's what he's doing. He sniped it and he's like,
Wait,
okay, or the judge sniped it and was like, okay, we're not gonna let you go ahead and go. Since he keeps talking about it, we're just gonna not let you go.
wait, hold on. Did y'all hear that, y'all? Amanda,
What?
you heard that?
Hear what?
What?
Did she say Haktuit?
No, I did not say that. Are you serious right now? That's disgusting. Are you serious right now? You must feel like getting dropped. Stop playing with me.
Oh God, I had to because you said, "What's it called right now? Get to it, smack it down." I'm like, did she just say Haktuit?
I did not say that. I did not. Get on my nerve. Daggone it.
I'm gonna go sit in timeout for a little bit, okay, y'all?
Yeah, you in timeout for real, for real. I'm about to hurt you. Do you hear your brother, Armando
Hmm.
and Detroit? That's a damn shame, huh? Mm, mm, mm. I'm trying to find my oh, here it is.
You lost your ring again?
No, my channel. The channel. I'm trying to see something. I'm trying to see if that because I don't know if I don't see anybody, how many people's in here, nothing. I can't see none of that since I'm vertical. When it's like the
Yeah,
full screen,
I would just do vertical when you try and do a short or something like that.
like by
So
myself, huh?
here's my question, and I want
Together, sis.
and I want you to put both your hats on as the prosecution and the
Together.
defense attorney. Um, starting with you,
Hold on,
Deidre.
y'all.
What?
Together.
Hello.
Okay, so
Hello.
Hey,
Stay
hey.
together.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Salute together.
Hey,
hey
brother.
sis, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing your stuff right now, homeboy.
All right, all right.
All right,
Uh,
all right, already.
I would say
So
this.
What's
here's
up,
my
D.
All
Drew?
question:
right.
What's up? Go ahead. Go ahead, Sniper.
what should the defense attorney argue and the prosecution attorney argue? So you got to put on both hats and let us know
Yeah.
which one it is, and which should they argue, and from your point of view, from what the stuff that you have gathered, a pro and a con to either he should be released, he didn't do nothing, and how to keep his butt in jail. Starting with you.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yes.
No,
Go
I
for
just
it,
asked a
boo boo.
question. You can't ask a question with a question.
Shut up.
Go
Can I
ahead
ask a question?
together. Go ahead,
I
sis.
want to know how this man getting away with stealing all that coochie.
I'm done.
That New York
I
for
ain't
you.
talking to, I ain't
Wait,
But
talking to neither one of y'all right now.
but
oh, so she don't get the third degree act, and I got
I
one.
just told her. I'm not talking to her right now. I just said that.
yeah.
Do
I
you
just
think
But
said
I ever
that.
listen to you, sis, when you say that? You know, even on the
Hey,
phone, when you say that, I don't pay attention to you.
hey, but did you hear what I said? What I thought she
Oh
said
my.
together?
What?
Do not repeat it. Oh
So,
my God, don't repeat it.
yes, I got to. I'm sorry. So
Jesus.
she
Right?
said, what is it called? Get right to it. And the way she said it, I thought she said hot tooey.
Say it again. She says it again. Are you serious right now?
yeah.
OMG.
You talking about the hot tooey lady?
Yeah.
Oh! Shut up.
You got a hot tooey when you getting busy.
I can't stand y'all.
so your throat don't get dry.
I still can't see how many people's in here. Can you guys see how many people's in here? Because I can't see it. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing in the chat? Because I
so
can't
she
see the
is
chat.
really. You got.
Five giggles. Hello, how you doing? She came in laughing.
Yeah. Hey, got out the bushes then. But this what the defensive.
Hey, Vibe.
Can you
Don't laugh at them. Do not laugh at them. Go ahead.
Can you imagine Sean Combs wanted to speak to the judge, and you didn't take the stand, but you want to speak to the judge?
Oh, he spoke to the judge. Trust and believe he already did that. The judge
No, I didn't.
asked him
But D-True,
questions.
that's
Yes,
not
he
like.
did.
I was talking
D-True.
now. I was talking about after. I was talking about after everything was over, with the conviction, all that stuff. He wanted to speak to the judge himself. But why you gonna do that when if the other consideration gonna be taken in your sentencing?
But before we
that hurt you.
Before we get to the sentencing.
Oh, he already been sentenced.
Hey, basically what I'm asking is what is your opening statements for as a prosecutor, and what is your opening statements as a defense lawyer?
I'm asking why I didn't get an invite to the party.
You did get an invite.
You was
in the chat.
I did not get an invite to Diddy party. Woman, what's wrong with you?
You did get invited, but that's the day you had, your asthma was working. Your asthma was acting up, so you didn't go that day.
For that. Oh, I got medicine for that.
All right,
but don't he got
How
a face?
is this becoming?
He got other states he got a face though.
Wait, how is this becoming an it show when we're talking about P. Diddy's case?
Because that's what
How is this becoming an it show?
Hey, but listen. Well, I mean, we talk about P. Diddy. That's what this show is about.
But
I'll
put it this way right here. Opening statement, closing statement. Like I said, you can have a great opening statement. Both defense attorneys can have, and prosecutors could have a great opening statement, and they can present a great case, and have an awesome closing statement.
Okay, so we know what we're gonna do. We're gonna skip you because you are not answering the question that I asked.
Hey, Sniper. You know why I ain't gonna answer the question? You know why I ain't answer the question? Because he already
don't drop down. Why you gonna drop down?
He picked 4 charges and got convicted of 2. So essentially, the argument
just say you don't have an opening statement for the defense and an opening statement as a prosecutor. That's all I'm trying to get out. This is say.
Hey, why don't you go first?
Back up here.
Hey, why don't you go first, Sniper?
No, because I'm the one that asked the question.
No, you gotta set an example. Lead by example.
I asked the question. This way you don't know.
Back up
go
here.
Ahead. Hey,
back up here.
You knew. Answer the question.
No, hold on. Together, come back up here. I was just messing with you. Come on, back up here.
We ain't never
Come
gonna.
back
You
up
know what?
here, woman.
Forget my
What you
question.
want to ask? What's the question? She said no. Don't be mad at me. Come back up here, girl. Okay, look. What's the question? She still said no, and then she put in capital letters. Mm, mm, mm.
What
What's the
would you say to?
question?
What would you do? What would you say as a prosecutor?
To give him more years than, at least the maximum, which is 10 years.
Or make sure that he receives those 20 years.
Right. So 10 years per person. Okay. Let's see. Hmm, I would say that I plead my case, and this go back to what I said before, and then tell me if I'm not right. Together.
Hey, look. Ask me,
Am I
ask me
good?
that. Ask me that question, Sniper. What,
Yes,
what,
sir.
what, what would I do if I'm the prosecutor?
I'm not an attorney. I don't know. Go ahead.
I mean, it's just supposed to be raw.
Raw?
Yeah,
Raw.
just
I
raw.
just said
Ask me that
raw.
You
same
ready?
question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go for it.
Mr. Armando, please do your opening statements as the prosecutor against or the state or the federal state versus Sean Combs, P. Diddy.
You want me to do an opening statement? I thought you was asking me what would I do if I was the prosecutor right now.
Well, you could go that direction. I did ask that question first, and then it just went haywire. Go
I
ahead.
would drive home from the courthouse. Okay, so you got a draw today. You got a draw. You were 2 for 2. You got a draw. I would drive home, walk in the house, put my briefcase down, walk over to the nearest mirror, and slap the hell out of myself for dropping the ball on that racketeering charge. That's what I would do. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse. The
That's
sex
not.
trafficking I can understand, but the racketeering, man, come on. Y'all know y'all can sit up here and dress it up or whatever, but they drop the ball.
No,
They
I
should have got a conviction on that.
But actually, they did not
That's
drop the
not.
ball. Cause racketeering,
Mm,
racketeering is just like the mob, right? The underboss and
mhm.
somebody else got to come say he did so that he was the mastermind, whatever. Nobody did that.
Cassie did.
No, more than her. You see what I'm saying? More than her. No,
Cassie and a couple of other and hold up. Cassie and a couple of other people, and also you got evidence on those electronic devices, man. You got videos. You know he was the ringleader.
yeah.
It's
But
all the
like I,
proof is there that he was the ringleader.
but like I said, there was some jurors up there. They got in that jury box. They were for Diddy, and the prosecution didn't know it. I tried to
But
tell
that
you.
wasn't even the question, huh, Sniper? At least I got the question. I just didn't have an answer for it.
But I'm telling you, do what I do, especially when it comes to uh, how much time he gonna get. I will stress to the judge or the jury that his own defense attorney said he 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 is violent. That's what I would stress to the jury.
That's the card they better play right now. They better
Yeah,
ride it
Mm,
till the wheels fall off. I think
and
that if they I would that's the route I would go. He's violent. He's violent. He's violent. He's violent.
even his own defense attorney admitted that he was violent. It's in the transcript.
Yeah, I would fire him. I would fire him.
His own defense attorney said he was violent.
Yeah, I would fire him if I was Diddy. He need to get rid of that clown and get him a new defense attorney.
he's gonna have that time in California. before you can get another defense attorney.
Yeah, he gonna need one because that clown, he
Mhm.
didn't do nothing today. It was more about the prostitution. I mean, the prosecution dropping the ball.
Yeah. Now, hey,
Wait, hold on, D-Truth. Hold on. Let me
Hey,
get the
y'all
math
said
real
we need
quick.
some comedy. Y'all
Yeah.
said we need some comedy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That was, hey, I
I
like the way
cannot.
I see what you did there, bro. That thing, you
Yeah,
slid
y'all
that
said
one
we
in.
need some comedy. So hey, I was reading the chat. Somebody in the chat said we need some comedy.
That's what Together said.
Hmm.
We tried to bring it up here, but Goody Two Shoes said no.
No, it's because of what you said, and I wasn't gonna have that. Stop saying stuff like that. Everything else is funny.
but I'm gonna say this right here. Now, if I was his defense attorney and at sentencing, I
Hmm.
see. I'll go with yes. I said he was violent, but what other thing that who hasn't done flown females out to do stuff with them? I'll hop on that. You see what I'm saying? I'll hop on that right there.
Well,
Cause
the,
Hmm.
the thing is, and it ain't no doubt in my mind they're gonna appeal that. Okay, they're gonna appeal that part. Okay, but my thing is, when you get to California, now you ain't really gotta fire the man, but I would add a few more people to the team. You know what I'm saying? Like Zimmerman and OJ did. You don't want to roll with one person. I would have a team of defense attorneys.
for
Yeah,
different
But
scenarios, yeah.
yeah.
but
That's just like Karen Reed. Remember the one I was talking about that case? She
yeah.
had about what 6 people on her side. That was crazy work. Go ahead.
Then it also depends on what district that the trial is going to be at. Now you got to think about that also. If it's going to be downtown LA, that favors Diddy. Because let me tell you something about LA. LA LA, look, so many non-blacks have gotten
Hmm.
away with all kinds of crime against black people. Okay? Let me explain this to you now.
Hmm.
They don't give a damn what kind of evidence you put in front of them. They gon' find them not guilty. Because they gonna feel like, hell, uh, they gonna think about the Rodney King and a couple of other trials where, you know, cops should have been convicted, but they weren't. I'm just saying now, if it's
Hmm.
downtown LA, that favors Diddy. But if it's somewhere like a little closer to hmm,
If it's somewhere like Sacramento,
Orange County or somewhere like that, man, where he might be gone. You know what I'm saying? But if it's downtown LA, which I think it may be, then you're gonna get the same results.
but what county but it all depends on what county
LA
the
County.
if they happen in LA County, I mean he's gonna be in downtown LA, but I think it's going not going to be in his favor because of the screw ups they done in
This
other
case.
No,
and
no, I'm talking about the jurors, brother. If it's
Oh.
downtown LA, you're gonna have some black folks on that jury, and you're gonna run to the same problem. Let me just address the elephant in the room. Okay, let me tell y'all about the gun line.
Tell us about the gun line, brother.
Let me. I'm finna stop the BS right now. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all about the gun line right now. What's going on and why our community is divided on this right here. There
Okay.
are 50% of our community that believes they believe he guilty. They feel like he did what he did, but they
Hmm.
do not like the fact that it seems like everyone is like it's an all-out assault on him, and it wasn't that same energy on Epstein and all the rest of them cats. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. I get what you're saying.
We ain't talking about the South. Down here in the South, we follow protocol. It's about what's right. It ain't about who you like. My brother Sniper, you done traveled all over this country. And I know you done been to LA a lot in your life. When it comes to LA, Cali, New York, Chicago, places like that, they got that Panther mentality out there. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now do you feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to do it in any nice PG way without pissing anybody or any viewers or anybody that's gonna watch the playback, but I keep it real. I ain't finna come on here and lie, sugarcoat nothing. If it goes to LA, that's what you're gonna run into. They gonna be like, wait a minute now. Another brother being railroaded. Another successful black man being railroaded. Did it to Cosby, did it to the R. Kelly, tried to do it to Russell Simmons. Now did it. That's what they got. Now this ain't me saying it. This is what they are gonna be thinking, and I'm reading comments on Facebook, IG, TikTok, YouTube. I'm reading comments, and this is what's being said. I'm watching a lot of content creators on YouTube like Willie D and Antoine Daniels and the Jason Whitlocks. I'm watching a lot of them. And it's divided, brother. It's a deep divide.
I definitely agree, but it's divided geographically.
I don't know, man. You got a lot of ATL folks that's riding with Diddy. You got a lot of I mean, Willie D is from Texas, bro. So you got another dude from Cali. You got a couple of content creators from Cali that are riding with him.
Right. Well, let me ask you this, and about the division. Okay. And this is and I feel what you say, because I totally agree with you. Totally agree. But here's my question for those who are divided. And I know what you're gonna say behind it, because you already said it. But so we know this brother is wrong for what he's done.
Yep.
Okay. We know we've seen the videos.
Excuse me.
So why would people be divided? Why would you be divided when you know wrong was done? And
can I answer that?
Go ahead.
It's exactly. How can I put it?
No, put it real, bro. That's what we're looking for.
Okay, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. Okay. What have we learned since we came to YouTube? And I'm talking to D-True Sniper. What have we learned since we came to YouTube? There's a problem in our community.
Yes.
Issues. It's about who you like. When it comes to our black community, it's about who you like. It ain't about what's right. How many times have we seen people in our sector that will give a pass to an individual that we know clearly beats up on women, or puts his hands on women, or puts their hands on kids? They'll sweep it under the rug, give that person a pass if that person is a little popular. But another person has a lesser charge, little bitty possession charge. And they'll act like that damn person done tried to assassinate the president.
Oh yeah. And I got an update.
Only in the black community, bro.
No, that's the answer. That was the answer that I wanted to get out there, because of, like you said, you mentioned Epstein, and you mentioned Again, what's Iron Man dude?
I forgot his name.
Johnny. What's no, not Iron Man. Was what's the dude's name? You knew who played Iron Man?
I don't know.
Downey.
Robert
Downey.
Downey. Yeah.
Remember when he's been charged? He was charged for drug possession. Did he serve any time?
Nope. I
He just
think
had,
he got acquitted, bro.
and I think he had to just go to rehab, right?
Hmm.
And now he's back in movies.
I give you another one. Beretta. That dude that played Beretta.
Mm-hmm.
When
What's
he
that,
got acquitted, you quiet as a mouse.
I can't get it.
Nobody threw him under the bus. Nobody, oh, he did it. He should have got that. They did it. Nobody did that. They ain't do that with him.
That's the example.
The truth. Go ahead.
His sentencing date is set for October the 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, we already knew that.
That's a long ways before he can get his sentence. That's a long
Yeah.
way.
But
Them
I'm
3
sitting
months
back.
gonna fly by fast. Watch and see.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be talking. No, we won't be talking about it too much because it be football season, dog.
And speaking of that, this is the last month without football, without NFL, without college football. This is the last month.
But I'm gonna say this right here. Some folks is some of our people in our community is, how should I put it? Is effed up. Put it that way. They're effed up. See what I'm saying? They really effed up. I understand a family member being behind their family member, right? But sometimes you gonna have to. Sometimes people gonna say, "Hey, right is right and wrong is wrong." And stop. I'm put the way they analyzing certain people, and this right here, the people you name right, the people you name right, Amando, yeah, they was the other skin tone, but P.Diddy was bigger. He was bigger than they were. See what I'm saying? That's the difference. And with R. Kelly, he got convicted. He serving his time. Bill Cosby, hey, they couldn't do nothing with him. We already know what went on in that situation. So on and so on. It's a whole lot of people that we don't know about that probably had the same kind of charges that served time in prison. I'm trying our people. It's like it's all about right. It's all about who they like. It's not about right or wrong. See what I'm saying? Until when it becomes about right and wrong, to it happen to the wife, their daughter, or the niece that they're close to. See what I'm saying? That would it become wrong.
If they care.
Yeah, if they care. That's some people don't even care helping their family member. You feel what I'm saying? So our people mind is so messed up, they can't see straight. And no matter what you do, how you slice it, and how you flip it, whatever, they still won't be able to see straight. They could be the truth is could a woman or man could walk right in the house, see his woman or man, them doing what they doing in the house, they still wouldn't believe it. So
Hmm.
I look at this I forgot what the sociological term for that is. For some people that does that, it just fixation on it.
Denial.
Yeah,
Denial.
denial. They in denial. Cause I don't see uh, uh another man from my community get locked up. But at the same time, if you're wrong, you're wrong. You see what I'm saying? That, that
I agree.
That's my take on it. That's my take on it. If you're
Yeah.
wrong, you're wrong.
Yep. Yep.
But yet you can't. Just like what's they said earlier when y'all was on y'all call, the ego factor. Think you're
Mm.
not touchable. Cause we come on now. Let's be real about it. Let's be real about it. Cause we got. I don't care what what skin tone you're. There's some people got that God and ego complex.
Mm-hmm.
They they Mr. and Mrs. Untouchable. Cause I got all this money. I can do what I want to do. But think how much just think how much stuff he had got away with previously. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that video came out, got leaked out, and guess what? The floodgate open. So some people can't
Yep.
look. Some people don't look at it as they're gonna say the government tried to railroad it. No, he caused that on himself. See, people feel it.
Well, I mean, let me ask you a question. Don't you think OJ caught? Oh,
Uh-oh, what?
oh.
Well,
What's the
And ain't gonna
matter?
say it. I don't want Sniper to get happy. But there's about
what?
to be a major blockbuster trade. Somebody coming to the A wearing the Hawks uniform that speaks a different language,
Hmm.
Who?
named after a salad.
Pasta? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you wait.
Caesar. Caesar salad. Caesar salad.
You warm, but not quite.
Mm.
Um,
But like I said, what you gonna say though?
Caesar salad. What's the other one?
Don't you think OJ brought everything on himself?
Yeah,
Chicken
doing
salad.
stupid stuff. Doing stupid stuff.
Exactly. But
That
did
what I'm
that
saying.
matter? Did that matter though?
Yeah, but that what I'm saying. Don't mean I said that.
Green salad. Green salad.
No,
Go ahead.
green. But anyway, that's what I was saying. Some
Jesus,
other
take the
people
wheel.
think, cause the government get involved in a case, whatever. They try to railroad it, right? But yet they fail to
Mhm.
see the. It's just like some women, some females. They see the red flags, but they know the red flag. You feel what I'm saying?
I didn't
What do you think?
understand nothing you just said, bro. What did you just say?
I said some of our people see the pattern of what people does. I will like P.Diddy and all them, but they ignore that pattern. Just like how some people see the red flag in some women, some women and some men. Men see the red flag, but they ignore it because they in love with that person.
You know
That what
why?
happened.
You know why? Once again, you taking it back to what I said. It's about who you like and not about what's right. If you
That's what I'm
are
saying.
trying to do what's right, then you will not ignore the red flag. Say if you're in a relationship, okay, and a female is dogging you out, going out, just disrespecting you, talking on the phone, texting other dudes in front of you. All right, you are sacrificing your happiness by putting up with it. You're not doing what's right for yourself. You're allowing it to happen because you like her. So you're choosing who you like over what's right. Did I break that down?
Hey, you broke it down. Whoever's TV up loud, turn it down a little bit.
That's you,
I'm
New,
trying
being
to read.
rude.
No, 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 no. That's not be mean rude. That's a breaking news. The attorney said that they got overzealous and they overcharged him.
That ain't news. Duh.
That's what he. That's
I
the
said that.
the attorney is on there. That's
I said that four
I know, but
hours ago.
that's
They basically saying out loud what I said in the dome 4 hours ago.
right. Okay, that's what I'm saying. The doggone the defense attorney is up there
6 hours ago.
talking about it.
6 hours ago.
Listen,
Mm-mm-mm.
listen. Wow. Okay, go
And
ahead. I'm
and
sorry.
and, and I just want to say this, okay?
Go ahead. Hmm.
And I'm surprised ain't nobody even addressed this. I'm especially surprised D Truth ain't even went there, but I'm gonna go there.
Okay, let's go.
All of this talk about jurors being paid off,
Hmm.
huh? What makes you
Hmm.
think that the prosecutors can't be paid off to throw a case?
I know. I
Ponder
believe
on
that.
that.
I agree. I
Ponder
agree.
on that now. Ponder on that. This
Yep.
man is a
I agree.
billionaire. You think he ain't got money to
Hmm.
burn?
I agree.
Cause look up the average salary for a federal prosecutor. Somebody. The average salary for a federal prosecutor. Or you can say New York federal prosecutor. Since we love numbers, we're gonna have a little math class right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was looking at my schedule for next week. Give me a second.
Hey man,
Okay.
don't apologize for that, bro. Get that money.
Yeah,
Get
I
that
know.
money, bro. Sure. Never apologize about getting that money, bro.
But like you said, I was thinking about that too. I didn't want to say it out loud, but at the same time, if you sell out, right? But let's just say for instance they did, right? But like you said, it still gonna come back down to back in that same old mold that we were saying. All about who you like. You see what I'm saying? No matter which way you slice it, pay them off, whatever, pay some allegedly pay the jury or whatever. It still all comes back the same way with our community. It's all about who you like.
And then you got to remember, a lot of these people, you got 12 jurors. What makes you think at least 6 or 7 of them didn't grow up loving this man, idolizing this man? You're talking about a man that gave us Jodeci. You're talking about a man that gave us Mary J. You're talking about a man that gave us Craig Mack, gave us Biggie, Total, Faith Evans, Lil Kim, Junior Mafia.
Wait a minute. So,
What's that dude that got 20 kids down here in Atlanta? What's the one? Meet me at the mall. It's going down. What's his name?
Young
The one
Jock.
Ti,
that got all
Ti.
them, huh?
Young Jock.
Yeah, Young Jock. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, Young
I mean,
Jock.
the man done gave. We grew up on this man's artists. We grew up on Bad Boy. We were rocking Sean John, one of the first successful black clothing line. Sean John. I had a Sean John jumpsuit. You got to think of what's going through these people's mind as they look at this man in their courtroom. And then they start having flashbacks of, come and talk to me.
Okay. No, well, let me
Can I talk to you? Come on now.
No, let me
Okay. Okay.
wait.
Real quick. Real quick.
I said it first.
No, I've been trying to say something.
Hey, it don't matter. Y'all can flip a coin on this one, but I want to hear
Oh
both.
my God.
I want to hear what both of y'all got to say on this.
I got something to say about.
I'm all ears on this one. I want to hear.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Sniper.
But here's the thing. This is where a lot of people grew up on R. Kelly too. A lot of people grew up on Bill Cosby. Everybody in the world grew up on Bill Cosby. Right? And they still put that old man in jail. So I understand what you're saying where people are, the people that's on the jury. I mean, he was the television dad for almost everybody.
And where was that trial held at, sir?
I forgot where it was held at. What was it held
at? All right. Now, R. Kelly, let me tell you about R. Kelly. R. Kelly played with fire. We watched this man escape for 30 years. I mean, like every 5 years, he getting into some mess and he walk out of court.
How long was the case for that Bill Cosby got away with it?
Bill Cosby
got away with it for a long time.
All right. Okay. The thing about it is, it's a two-part to that story too. Remember with Bill Cosby, the powers that be, they knew what he was getting ready to do. The man was getting ready to buy NBC. He was getting ready to purchase NBC, and it was an all-out assault on him.
Okay.
All right. Then Bill Cosby, defense attorney, was lousy. You got to remember that too. He had a lousy ass defense attorney. He ain't got the defense attorney, the level of representation that Diddy got or that OJ had. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Totally different scenarios. All right. But I feel what you're saying. All right. I feel what you're saying. But also you got to remember the last, after the Cosby Show was canceled, and let me refresh your memory on something. Okay. Bill Cosby went on this campaign where he was defecating on the black community. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
When he went on Oprah, bad-mouthing the black community. He started tap dancing after the Cosby Show was canceled. He started tap dancing a lot, and he ruined a lot of relationships and pissed off a lot of people in the community. See, that's the difference between him and Diddy.
No,
Diddy wasn't doing it like that, bro. Diddy wasn't going on Oprah and going on talk shows and going on Howard Stern and going on Pierce Morgan bad mouthing the community. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Long as you ain't tap dancing, the community gonna stand behind you. Now, OJ was an exception to the rule, and the only reason why he was an exception to the rule because the Rodney King thing was still fresh in everybody's mind. That scene of watching them done a-holes get acquitted for what they did to Rodney King was fresh in everybody's mind, even though we knew OJ was not really one of us. OJ defecated on the community for years.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say this right here. With Bill Cosby, some folks Bill Cosby and when P.Diddy were hot, right? Where he was out there, right? He was out there making music and all that stuff where they was out there. Some of these folks that grew up on Diddy, they didn't grow up on Bill Cosby. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing about it,
Yeah,
you
man.
know, and hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead, man. Go
Before you
ahead.
try to say something.
Preach.
Cause,
I ain't gonna
cause
say that you preaching, bro. You cooking. You cooking.
Cause sometime when you tell black folks when they wrong, guess what? They gonna get mad at you. Especially you telling the truth. I don't know what Bill Cosby said. I really don't care. But if you know that don't have nothing to do with you, if he's not speaking about you, guess what? Let it go. But
That fried chicken comment was over the top, though, brother. That fried chicken comment that he made was over the top.
But how many other
he could have kept that to himself, bro. He could have kept. I'm just saying, brother. There's some things that we
said something about fried
hold
chicken.
on. D-True. If there's some things that me and you can say to each other at a cookout on the patio, we can talk ish to each other on the patio at a cookout that we would never say out in public. You understand what I'm saying? Because some things need to be kept in the family. Some things need to be kept inside the family. Some things need to be left at the damn cookout. You feel what I'm saying?
But at the same time, guess what? I don't see no difference between him saying that and what Diddy was doing to some of our sisters.
No. What I'm saying is, yeah, both of them are wrong. Let me just say this out loud. Both of them are wrong. What Bill Cosby did, that was egregious. Okay, that was. I mean, to you date raping women, and he did it for like what 30, 40 years. Yeah, women back in he did it too back in the 70s, coming out. So he got what he deserved. I'm not arguing that.
He was in Pennsylvania. See, and the difference is,
I'm just telling you why the community did not stand behind him the way they did versus R. Kelly and Diddy. Now R. Kelly, it was just his time. You know that the man, we talking about going all the way back to 1990 to 2019, man. He's like that kid that just kept getting in trouble. You give him a pass, you give him a pass, you give him a pass, and give him a pass. Eventually, that ass need to get spanked. That was R. Kelly.
See, R. Kelly trial was in Chicago, right? Bill Cosby trial was in Pennsylvania. You see the difference?
Whole different animal.
Yeah.
New York. Pennsylvania Pennsylvania ain't New York, brother. Pennsylvania ain't Illinois. Man, Pennsylvania, what do you know what nickname they give Pennsylvania? North Alabama. That's the nickname for Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is North Alabama. When you go outside of Philadelphia and you go into but in between Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, that large area, they put the map up on election night. That large area, that's solid red, that is North Alabama, bro. That's what that is.
No, hey, think about it. Montgomery County Courthouse in Norristown, or Pittsburgh, they are. But this is what I'm saying. Yeah, think about it. If federal trial was in Georgia, I don't think he walks.
Hell no.
I don't think
no. If it was in Gwinnett, he ain't walking. If it's in DeKalb, it might be a hung jury. If it's in downtown Fulton County, he would have walked. Hell, he would have got a bond. He would have got a bond. Sniper, will you please tell him? Will you please? Man, let me tell you something, man. We've been up here for 30 plus years, man. Come on. Fulton County, Chocolate City. Are you kidding me?
Man, they would have had a concert in the middle of the doggone.
Man, hell yeah, man. Outkast, got done Young Jeezy, T.I., all of them would have been out there, man.
but I'm gonna say this though.
Welcome to the A where the players play.
Hey, but I'm telling you right here.
Well, he would have been in Magic City tonight, bro, popping champagne. If he was,
I'm telling you right here. The prosecution, even the prosecution is at the federal court, they wouldn't have dropped the ball like that up there, like they did in New York.
Man, he would have walked in Fulton County, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man, he would have walked, bro.
I don't know.
I know.
Hey,
Let me tell you something. Fulton County is more chocolate than Manhattan, bro. Fulton County way more chocolate than Manhattan. Hell yeah, he would have walked. It ain't no doubt in my mind he would have walked, bro.
I know, because think about it like this. Think about that. Think about that trial that just happened. Them YNCs or what they call old boy that he just walked.
Exactly, man.
And he was hit with racketeering. He was hit with a few, and I think it was a murder charge in there too. And I saw the dude when he was sitting in jail.
And remember, T.I. beat them weapons charges, bro. Come on, man. You know they had T.I. dead to right, bro. With them, they caught him red-handed. They found it in his vehicles and his on his property, bro.
And he's a
slam dunk.
Yeah, money talks. That's all I hear. Hey.
So if Diddy was down here in
money don't help you all the time. Yeah, it didn't help R. Kelly, and it didn't help Bill Cosby.
But like I said, I just said what about in Georgia? I said if he was in Georgia, he would be convicted.
Yeah, I said anywhere else other than Fulton, DeKalb, Cobb, he gone. Gwinnett, yeah, he gone. Henry, yes, he gone. Clayton, hell yeah, he gone. You know what I'm saying? Rockdale, he gone. You know what I'm saying? Forsyth, hell to the yes. Listen, he gone.
Hey, listen. He would have been gone. They would have had a trial, conviction,
everything, bro.
All in 2 days.
All in 2 days, bro. He would have got all 5 counts. Would have been guilty. Forsyth.
Because Forsyth, hey, look, it's still to this day. Forsyth do not like our people in their
Nope, sir.
Y'all remember in '89 when Oprah went down there?
And they ran Hosea Williams and Oprah up out of that place.
It's just been here recently in the early 2000s that black people was able to move to Forsyth.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But I tell you though, the bottom line is money can get you out of stuff and money can get you into stuff.
Sometimes, bro. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not
all
the time.
It seems like money gets you more into stuff than if you know what to do with it. He's like, I'm bored. What I'm gonna do? I thought he was lavish. Come on.
Money can get you in trouble too. Money can get you into a lot of trouble too. Look, man. It's an old saying. Everybody don't need to have a whole lot. Don't need to have access to a whole lot of money because you let a large lump sum of money fall into the wrong hands, that person can become dangerous.
So, but here's the thing too, and to piggyback off of what Armando said, you try to throw your money around with the right person, that's another charge for you. Bribery.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
You got to be careful. You try to, hey, listen. You try to throw some money to the jury. Hey, man, listen. When that jury leaves, hey, look, just put some money in their pocket and tell them that you're gonna throw the trial. And that jury be like, no, I ain't going to jail for you, sucker. And guess what? You got another charge. So you got to be careful, or people got to be careful with their money and what they do with it. Because just like Armando said, some people, and we see that these days, some people have money and then don't have money 6 months later.
Yep. I'm gonna say this right here. Nowadays is that, especially if, let's say, the state, city, federal, whoever get wind of you getting paid off, oh, they gonna come to you like, you gonna work for us. Keep accepting the money. And you don't know who gonna be. You don't know who undercover. You see what I'm saying? So taking a chance.
But the one thing I wanted to say is this right here, and I wanted to say this earlier. And I just, oh man, hold on. I just lost my whole train of thought. It'll come back to me in a second.
Money don't always prevent you from. Yeah, I don't want to put that false narrative out there, because trust me, bro, there are a lot of people that are locked up in prison, and they had money when they got locked up, bro, and all that money did not help them. It didn't.
Oh, I knew I was going to say, just a little rebuttal to Armando's case. P.Diddy, as much as the fans loved him, there's a lot of people in the inner circle that did not like him. Because of his cocky attitude, to do things. Yeah, he brought a lot of singers on. Mm-hmm. He brought a lot of people on. But then if you listen to them, after years of working with him, then you'll see that when it turned out, Mace, one of the first that he brought out was Mace. Mm-hmm. Mace can't stand him, even because you know why? Because he wouldn't let him out the record deal.
Hey, Sniper, can I ask you a question, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Has it ever been a time where, okay, a person that you reached out to and you helped them get to a level that they've never been on? Before they met you, they were in the gutter. You meet them, you bring them up to a level that they've never been on. And then years later, they badmouth you, piss on you. No appreciation.
Yes.
All right, there you go. I hear a lot of, you know what? They're just like that fool down there in Miami. Diddy did this, Diddy did that. But before Diddy met that dude was homeless. That dude didn't have nothing. We wouldn't know who the hell he was if it wasn't for making the band. We wouldn't know who the hell Mace was if it wasn't for Diddy. We wouldn't know who the hell Faith Evans was if it wasn't for Diddy. We wouldn't know who the hell Mary J was if it. The man made a lot of people millionaires.
But it's not. What have you said? And what have you said in a lot of your videos, bro? It's not what you did. It's what you've doing today. Those folks, yes, they brought you. You're absolutely right, and I couldn't agree with you more. You're absolutely. We would have not known some of these folks unless they went someplace else and somebody else put them on the map.
But like Biggie, yeah, Big God rest his soul. He passed away in '97 behind some F stuff. But if Diddy wouldn't have met him at the time that he met him, the type of lifestyle that Biggie was living, he probably wouldn't have made it past 21.
That's facts. That is facts. I agree with you.
Same thing with Mary J. Mary J would have been a stripper at a darn strip club in Brooklyn somewhere, bro. You
are right. I'm agreeing with you on that.
Lil Kim would have been known, instead of known for one of the greatest female rappers, she would have been known for, she would have been on the P-Hub.
Yeah, but you know, hey, Armando, hey, she been in a couple of those parties and had to get her stomach pumped. So anyway,
but that was before. You just validated my point. That was before she was discovered. She was a stone cold freak. But when he started bringing her in the studio and letting her use her God-given talent in the studio, it changed her life for the better.
But I'm not disagreeing with you on that point. The point I'm trying to make is she, like you said, and I agree with you. he has put a lot of people on the map,
Yes, sir.
but he pissed a lot of people off on the way, and especially in some of those people he put on the map. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword if you look at it. Because yes, he did this great stuff, but he pissed a lot of people off while doing it. He pissed Mary J. Blige off. He pissed Mace off. He pissed definitely Jodeci. He tried to split the band up and just went with one.
They had number one, the group KC and JoJo carried the group.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
All Dalvin and Devontae did. Devontae was a songwriter. Okay, all Dalvin did was stand back there and look pretty. But he got paid. He got the same amount of money as KC. Well, KC was actually like, you know, the lead singer. And he was, you know, he was the man in the group. He was the voice. But but all of them were getting equal pay. Come on, man.
But so my question to you, because I don't know if my point is coming across. Yes, he put him on the map. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that he has bad blood between them afterwards. You same thing as going with Death Row. Suge Knight put a lot of people on the map. But as time went on, they separate from it, and they got bad blood with him.
Cause Suge was putting hits out on his artists. He was beating and abusing his artists, man. Beating them up. Like if they messed up a lyric or something like that in the studio, he would have his bodyguards drag them out the damn booth and take them outside and beat them up. I mean, but Diddy wasn't doing it like that.
But Diddy was digging in people's pockets.
He was and Barry Gordy was digging in folks' pockets, man. Baby LA and Babyface was digging in folks' pockets. Jermaine Dupri was digging in folks' pockets, man. What's that girl Pebbles? Nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, got screwed over more than TLC. Nobody got greased up with no Vaseline. Screwed with no Vaseline. Worse than what Pebbles did to TLC, bro. Come on now. The only one that come close to what Pebbles did to TLC is what Maurice Starr did to damn New Edition. That's the only one I can think of right there. Salute to you, Gertrude. Salute to you.
So you think because he put it doesn't matter.
Hello, Gertrude.
It doesn't matter what he did to people, is what he's done for people, is what you're
saying. No. What I'm trying to say is, brother, I'm not arguing with you on your points, and you make valid points. You're talking about to the people that he affected. Okay, you're talking about whether it was positive and later on it I guess it became negative. Okay. But in the eyes of the people that are on the outside looking in, they're gonna be looking at it through the same lenses that I'm looking at it. I don't know about what's the hidden clauses in the contracts and all of that. I don't know what was in their contracts. All I remember was before Diddy discovered Mary J, she was sitting on a stoop in Brooklyn, in front of some projects, eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and drinking a damn glass of Kool-Aid. Before he met Mace, Mace was eating eggs and rice for dinner.
I still eat eggs and rice for dinner.
I do too, because I like it. I don't do it because I have to. I do it because I like it. I mean, that's I call that ghetto breakfast. Yeah. That's a ghetto breakfast right there. Eggs and rice.
Got to go back every once in a while.
But I'm just saying, man, a lot of them people on the jury, what I'm saying, man, a lot of people on the jury, bro, they grew up on this man's work. They grew up on this man's creation. He wasn't an artist. He was a hip hop mogul, but he delivered a lot. He did. Talk about R. Kelly. He actually did more than R. Kelly. He brought artists to us that we grew up loving. Mary J, come on, what's the 411? The Jodeci, man. A lot of people wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Jodeci, especially that second album.
You right.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many people, kids, how many women got pregnant off of that second Jodeci album? Come on, man. See, this I'm just going in the mindset of those jurors. And while they sitting there listening to evidence, their mind will wander and drift off, and they go to thinking about what he brought to the community.
But it still goes back to what you said. And what we've been saying is all about who you like. You see what I'm saying? That what it came. Obviously, they didn't like him that damn much. You see what I'm saying? Cause I'm like this right here. He got charged. He got found guilty of 2 charges, and the rest of them not guilty. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, probably some hand grease on whoever I ain't said it was. But at the same time, it's like you said, money does not solve everything. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm going to put it this way. He got reckless. Diddy got reckless. From all those other stuff he got in trouble with, and all of a sudden try to pay for that hotel to get rid of that video that opened his whole thing up.
Mm-hmm.
He got reckless.
Yeah, because he thought it was untouchable. Just like R. Kelly. R. Kelly thought it was untouchable. He got reckless. Diddy thought he was untouchable. He got reckless. Cosby thought he was untouchable. He got reckless. OJ thought he was untouchable, and he got reckless. OJ just didn't give a damn.
Yeah, but with Bill, them charges were later dropped, though. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, but he still got convicted. It's just the fact that why even put yourself in that damn situation, man? You Bill Cosby. You Bill Cosby, man. You one of the top black actors in the world. Yeah. Women love this man. Women love this man, bro. Back in his prime days, man. I ain't talking about the one on the Cosby Show. I'm talking about back in his prime days, man.
Yeah.
Women love that dude, bro. Ain't no reason for him to be, spiking women's drinks and stuff like that, man. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, and with Diddy, if that videotape been leaked, we would be knowing about them Diddy parties and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line to it is,
he would have did something. He would have did something reckless. This was going to happen.
Yeah,
because he's a narcissist.
Yeah,
they are all what all of these people that I just named have in common. Bill Cosby, OJ, God rest his soul. I don't like keep throwing your name and stuff, OJ, but God rest your soul. But you was a narcissist. Mm-hmm. All right, R. Kelly, narcissist. P. Diddy, narcissist. They think they above and beyond the law and think they are untouchable, and eventually they're gonna make a mistake. So yeah, I hear what you're saying, but if it wasn't for that tape, it was gonna be something. Hell, it could have been at a live event. He probably could have whooped their ass at a live event, or whooped somebody's daughter at a live event. Yeah. It was bound to come out.
Hey, real quick, y'all. I'm still gonna be here. I'm gonna leave my page up and mute it. I gotta go take a walk.
Okay, man.
Just in case y'all get the.
Yeah.
And all right.
And them 10 years, whatever. And the thing is,
then maybe, just maybe, people were thinking like this. Okay, I don't want to. He's guilty of some things, but I don't want to give P. Diddy life. I don't want to send this man to prison for life. I grew up a fan, but he deserves something.
Yeah.
We gonna get that ass 10 years. They probably got back there in that damn chamber and were like, you know what? We ain't gonna send him to prison for life, but he deserves something. Well, okay, so he in his 50s. He in his 50s. We'll give him 10. We'll give him 10.
10. Yeah, 10 for two. 10 for one count, 10 for the other count. I think they're gonna run it consecutive. But the thing is, I look at it. His sentence.
He ain't gonna do 20. He ain't doing the whole 20. He ain't doing the whole 20.
Yeah, like I said, they got some good time called the federal. That's why some people serve on 85% of it. All depends all depends on how he acted in federal prison. Then of course he gonna
go in there. He gonna go in there be the cat. He gonna go in there being coaching a baseball team or something. He in the athletics. He gonna go in there coaching a baseball team. He gonna go in there, promoting concerts and talent shows and all kinds of things. He'll probably further his education and he'll get out on good behavior.
Yeah, and that's the next thing I'm gonna get to about that. He gets out on good behavior. Will he change the way he do things?
That's a mystery. That's what we don't know. Because remember what I said a few minutes ago. He's a narcissist, and unfortunately, some of them just don't change.
Exactly. I was just going to say that they don't.
Don't change, girl. Don't change.
If you wanted music, I could have put it in here. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah. And then if let's say he do change, okay, he's trying to prove he's not like that no more. Okay, that's all good and dandy. If he don't change, right, and get caught up with something else, you know what that prosecution gonna use, right? You already know what they're gonna use.
If he get in any more trouble after this, he gonna serve the rest of his life in prison, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I hear exactly what you're saying, and I agree 100%. If he get in, this is it. Because remember now, he ain't escaped as many times as R. Kelly, but go back to that gun charge in 2000, where Shine actually took the fall for him.
Yeah.
While him and J-Lo walked away scot-free. It's only so many times, man, you're gonna escape. And eventually it's gonna be that one time where it's gonna be your time. You gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
Now he look, I'm gonna tell you, man, I don't know how the hell he beat that racketeering charge, but he beat it. Take these next 10 years or whatever he get and just become a better person.
Yeah. That's on
rehab mentally and become a better person.
And this is another thing I want y'all to think about right here. Don't you think his mom, his dad, his brothers, his sisters, his family member is in the ear saying, you get this time right here or you get probation? You need to tell him he need to sit the butt down and don't get in no more trouble.
Yeah, that's what I just said. He don't need to get in no more trouble.
I'm saying,
if he do, he gonna.
I'm talking about them family members.
Well, look, man, it shouldn't even take that. The man is in his 50s. It shouldn't take no damn family member. When you that old, when you get to that age, man, all right, you are elder.
Yeah.
When you get in your damn 50s, you are elder. So you should be the one handing out advice to the generation younger than you.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying
so he need to slow his butt down.
Hey, but you agree that the prosecution messed up. And you know what? And the defense attorney messed up by mentioning he was violent.
Yeah, they
Violent
both
person.
they yeah the defense attorney, man, he won. Look, nobody won here. It was a draw. In my opinion, it was if this was a boxing match, man, it would have been a draw
Yeah,
because
yeah.
nobody is satisfied on either side. The
Mm,
people that wanted him to get found guilty on one of the two big charges, they're not happy. Like, you knew, are you happy? Are you satisfied about today's events?
No.
My point exactly. All right. So, and if I ask a Diddy supporter the same question, are you satisfied with him getting a lesser charge and maybe serving 10 years? They'll say no. No one won. Nobody
and
won.
I'm tell you.
Nobody
And
won
then,
today.
and then,
Nobody.
and then, then the supporter gonna be like, oh, they not certified because they didn't get no bail after them two charges. See what I'm saying?
Hell
Yeah, you're
no.
right.
Nobody won today. And the people that that were affected by those freak offs, they're not happy because they probably felt like no justice was served. They probably looking at think about how we felt at Amber Geiger's sentencing when
Oh
they
yeah.
gave her them damn measly 8 years. You know how mad? You remember how mad we were that day?
Mm-hmm.
That's how Cassie, them people in Cassie camp, and the people that wanted to see real justice handed down to Diddy, people like you knew that wanted to see real justice take place. They feeling the way we
Yep.
were feeling back in 2019.
And I'm tell you why I feel like
Because that
saying
was a
because
slap in the face. 8 years, man. Come on, that was a slap in the damn face.
and I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'm tell you why some of the other people didn't testify for the prosecution. I think they didn't testify for the prosecution. Say, hey, I'm not with Diddy no more. I'm past that. I'm going on with my life. I don't want
That
nothing to do
sounds good. That sounds good.
with it. You think someone just say that?
That sounds good. And I can't believe you even tried me like that. That sounds good. That sounds good. But in real life, money talks and bands will make you what?
Dance.
Thank you.
But
Aubrey,
Okay, so
I don't care what nobody say. Aubrey got paid off. You got to remember, this girl ain't made an album in what, like 17, 18 years? I mean, come on, man.
allegedly,
The girl hurt for money right now.
yeah.
Huh?
I was so
Allegedly.
but now so she changed them out, not testifying. Yeah.
Allegedly, I'm sorry. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly. As
Allegedly.
MD would
Yep.
say.
Hey, allegedly, I guarantee allegedly a whole bunch of them got paid off.
Yes, sir. Allegedly. Yes, sir. A lot of hands were greased. A lot of hands. He probably spent more money greasing palms than he did on his defense.
I'm gonna ask you a question to you. You know, Amano in the chat. Just say you had information about Diddy. You gonna take their money, or you gonna testify?
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm taking the money. I'm sorry. I'm taking the money. I'm taking the money for the simple. Look. Here's why. Let me tell you something.
What if it was not? What if it wasn't the amount you wanted?
Huh?
What if they came for? Let's say they came with 100,000. You gonna take that, or you won't?
Man, hell yeah. Let me tell you something. Because I'm the type of person I could take 100,000 and flip it into 5 or maybe 10 million. Because I have a plan with it.
Hey,
I ain't gonna blow it.
Hey, what if they just brought you 10,000?
Nah, they gotta come better than that. They gotta come better than that. I need. Look, I want some generational money, and that's starting at 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? 10 racks. 10 racks ain't gonna do nothing but look out for me for right now. No, I need some generational money. I need something where I need enough where I can enjoy right now, and that I can put up in a CDL account for my kids to enjoy
What,
15, 20 years later from now.
what about you? You know,
That's what I'm saying. You know,
you
she
know.
ain't taking a dime. You can put
I'm
put
not taking the
a
money.
$1 trillion. She wouldn't take a
I'm not
$1 trillion.
taking the money. I'm not taking the
Man,
money.
please, well, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna take it.
Hey,
I'm gonna
look here.
take it because see, you know why? You know why? You know why? You know why? Because it's like this. It's like this. Even if okay, let's just say he go to prison.
Mm.
How do you? Don't you know? See, this is what a lot of people don't understand. He go to prison. Besides the orange jumpsuit or blue or tan or whatever color jumpsuit he'll be wearing in prison. Besides the
I think it's
jumpsuit,
orange. I think it's orange.
orange. Besides the orange jumpsuit, he is gonna be living just as good in prison as he is outside. He gonna have flat screens in his damn cell. He gonna have carpet in his cell. He gonna have Wi-Fi, cell phones. He gonna have access to the computer. He gonna be wearing fresh Air Jordans on his feet. He gonna be eating good. He gonna be eating steaks. I'm telling you. What y'all think he gonna get put in some damn prison with dirt floors and he gonna be eating bread and water and out there busting rocks like they did on that movie Life? It ain't it ain't gonna be nothing like that.
Hey, Vi Giggle said.
It ain't gonna be nothing like that. It ain't.
Hey, Vi Giggle said, pay her too. Shut up, right?
That's what I'm saying. See this.
See with me. See me. I'm always ask that question myself too. When it comes to me, you better come with the right amount of money. You know what I'm saying? If you don't come with the right amount of money.
No amount of money.
Well, see, you knew your situation different. See, my thing is, I'm thinking about my legacy when I leave this world. Okay, what you want? See, in your perfect world, when they lay you down to rest, you want your tombstone to say, "Here lies you knew she did the right thing." You see what I'm saying? Look, when you lay me down to rest, how you feel about me, whether it's negative or positive, it don't matter because you know why? I'm gone. Long as my kids are taken care of. And the only way you're going to secure that your legacy is taken care of after you leave this world is money. And that and 6 figures and up, that's generational money. That's generational money. If you know how if you know how to budget it, if you know how to flip it, if you know what to do with it. Then you got some people that won't take a dime. You got some people that won't take like that fool that turned in Eric Rudolph. Where he could have just called somebody. Well, what it was like, $10 million? $10 million goddamn a reward. And that fool just gonna turn him in and get a damn certificate. No raise, no promotion, no reward money, no nothing.
Yeah,
You know, that nice guy crap just, I ain't never heard nobody cash no damn morale check. Okay? I ain't never heard nobody cash no morale check.
no, there's
That
no
nice
check
guy.
to cash as a morale, but I'd rather have the morale than to have like me not charging, getting somebody charged for something like what he did to Cassie, allegedly. other than what we saw
Yeah,
with
but
our
you
own
ain't in
two
no
eyes.
hurry. You ain't in no hurry. You ain't in no hurry to lock Cassie up. Cause Cassie is not innocent in this.
I'm
She is
okay.
not
Look,
innocent in this.
I'm not going to keep saying. I'm not going to keep going back and forth with the Cassie
You
thing.
want
I'm
you
saying
see you
right.
want to
I'm talking about
believe
my
you
morale.
no
I'm
no
talking
no
about
no no no
morale
no
right
no no
now.
no no. If you want my
Yes, I
thing is,
am.
I agree with you. He should be locked up. I'm not where me and you differ at is he's not the only one that should go to prison. So you just want to lock him up and set everybody else free.
No, I don't. That's not true. That is not true. You're putting words in my mouth. That is
If
not
10
true.
so let me ask you a question. If you're back there in the back of your house by your lake,
Mhm.
okay, by your
Mhm.
big
Mhm.
beautiful pretty lake, and 10
Mhm.
alligators are coming at you.
Mhm.
One alligator is moving a little faster than the other 9. You just gonna
Right.
cherry pick that fast alligator and let the other 9 go back. Are you gonna do that? You just
Right.
gonna let the other 9 get away,
No,
and
of course not. Because
you
sooner or
just
later they're
gonna
gonna come
catch
for
one
me too.
alligator. Come on.
No, of course not. But I'm not saying as far as like if she's guilty or if she did anything wrong or not. I'm not saying that. I'm saying as far as like you said, if I would take the money, I said no because what I'm saying is this: I'm not. No money is worth me letting somebody go after they did what they did. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying if I was in the situation of Cassie and I are two different people. I'm talking about me. I am not talking about Cassie. I'm talking about P. Diddy, and if it was me in the situation.
But you still ain't answering my question. You dancing. You
Go
want
ahead.
to lock Diddy up,
I
but
never
why not
said
lock
that.
it? Hold up. Why not lock everybody up that's involved?
I'm not saying that. I do want everybody involved to get
Well, why
locked up.
you ain't? Why you? Oh, okay, so we gonna do some more shows about locking the rest of them up then.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, then I want this same energy and this same passion. Let me give you another word. I want you to show the same fervor
Mm,
that you showed today.
hmm
I want you to show that same fervor towards the co-defendants.
Okay, that's fine. Just let me know. Bring on whatever it is that they did wrong, and I'll tell you if they should not be involved in it.
Well, you already know what some of the things Cassie did. Cassie tied dudes down and tied folks down and handcuffed folks down too. But she get angel wings.
She
She
doesn't get
getting
angel
angel
wings.
wings. She getting a halo. Oh,
She's an
poor Cassie.
she's a
We
ug
love
addict.
you, Cassie. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
done.
We'll drink your
Yes.
bath water, Cassie. Do you need a pillow,
No.
Cassie?
No.
Do you need
No.
a pat on the back, Cassie? Do you need your foot rub,
Nope.
Cassie? Do you need a
Nope.
massage, Cassie? Come on,
Nope.
man.
Never
But
said that.
no. But hold on, hold
Never
on.
said
Hold
that.
on, y'all. Let me
Hold
put my
on.
wings on real quick. Hold on, man.
But hold on. But the thing is, I understand what he's saying, but the problem with that is,
They weren't being charged.
there you go. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's not they didn't do nothing wrong.
Right.
That the prosecutors, whoever, they go at them. See, that's the problem. When you got a whole bunch of people and they want the big guy,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna use whatever they mean necessary to get get the big person, and that's what they did. And I don't care, you got whatever in your background, whatever she did, whatever, but only make me know Cassie's name, cause that just about only person that was in the spotlight besides Diddy, right, in the trial. What
Exactly.
about the rest of them, right? What about the male escort, right? He should be charged. A whole bunch of them should be charged in this instance, in my opinion. But we left with Diddy
Well,
on trial.
yeah. Well, the escorts, they wouldn't have gotten charged because they were getting paid to do service.
Yeah, they will get paid to do a service, but the question
Hmm
is prostitution legal in New
It's
York?
not.
There
It's
you
not
go.
legal.
There you go. They,
But they didn't
there
come
you
for
go,
them
right
like
there.
that. They
That
didn't
I'm
come for them
saying.
like that.
Now you see what I'm talking about, right? They could have got him for They could have got him for doing what he did.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a whole lot of bunch of people could have got charged with something that they didn't get charged with, and
Yeah.
I feel like I, I'm not saying put it with him on trial. Who to say is, is they eventually gonna get caught up? You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? They eventually gonna get caught up. One, cause they and think about it. Just think you that male escort or that female escort, right? Just think about it.
Yeah.
And this out here, and
They
your
did
family
all participate. Go ahead.
and and your family see this, and they see what you, and your family say your family do not know what you do for a living, but also they see this right here, and you take it to stand on there and say what you were doing for money or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
When look, just think you that's your son or daughter. Just think how much that'll hurt you.
I think it's called co-conspirator.
Yeah,
Co-conspirator. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I think
And
it is.
see that would you think that I don't care what amount of money they paid, whatever, and whatever he doing for his family, whatever, whoever doing whatever for their parent, that money that they got, it see, and it's not going to change the heartbreak of their family. You see what I'm saying? And then
Right.
on top of that, oh, you testified against Diddy, but yet you doing something illegal that's illegal in New York, wherever uh, town, whatever state y'all was at,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you see what was going on and how it was going on, but you didn't say nothing. You see what I'm saying? Although they paid
Mm-hmm.
you, but yet you still kept your mouth shut. So you just as complicit as the one that doing it. See, I, that gets me though. But uh, Bible says 2 out of 6 charges it ain't bad. He got something. Just like Amano said, they don't like what he did, and they didn't see enough to try to get on them other 4 charges, but yet they didn't want to give him a slap on the wrist.
Right.
I guarantee you, if that were you, me, Mono, we probably get all 6 of them charges.
So the prosecutors and the defense attorneys, they better get to writing whatever it is they're gonna write, or they're gonna, go up to the judge and say, because the judge gives them the years.
Yeah,
When they do the
but
sentencing, they don't do the sentencing. The judge does the sentencing.
on them two
So they better
counts,
get busy. They better
it
get
don't, ma-
busy.
it don't matter what they write, cause thing is, it's a mandatory 10 years for both of them, for both of them
R-
charges.
Yeah.
Only
Well,
thing,
it's not mandatory 10 years. It's actually the max is 10 years. So they could
yeah,
get less depending on what the judge gives them. Yeah.
yeah. But think about it. Only problem with that is just if this was a state charge, if there was a state charge, they could run it concurrent. You see what I'm saying? With this being a federal charge, it gonna be consecutive. It's only 2 things he can get. I, I'm gonna say he gonna get more than 2 years for
Yep.
both of
Say something. See something. Say something.
them. And then, then the question is, would he get? Yeah, the citizen. Well, probation is yeah. Then probation. You see what I'm saying? You might get that, but yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Federal don't have probation. I forgot about that. So, ooh, only thing he could, only thing that's a that's just gonna say consecutive is 20 years, 10 years apiece, 20 years. Just hope. I don't think he gonna hope he get 7.5 years which is what was it? Let's say he gets 6 years, 7 years, whatever. But thing is, he just hope he can get less than total 10. You feel what I'm saying? 5 years apiece.
Right.
So
That's a slap on the hand, though, if you think about it, after all those
yeah,
charges that they had.
yeah, yeah. But like I said, another state, federal, the state, another jurisdiction, or federal can pick the case up. And like I said, that prosecution is not going to make the same mistake this prosecution did. But let's see what their prosecution, their federal prosecution, how they did. Wait a minute, hold on. We're gonna go about this another way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well, two charges. But I'm kind of skeptical of the other four charges, though. I'm kind of skeptical about them charges. Uh, I was kind of on the fence with it. You know, I was kind of on the fence with them four charges, right?
Right. Right.
But the other two charges, like I said earlier, transportation prop is it's a lesser charge. It's the same kind of charge as trafficking, but on
Hmm.
a lower level
Right.
for what people don't understand. And why I mean on the level because these people came with it for their own free will. See what I'm saying? So that's why that's very low level. So hey, and then the other stuff that's going on at the party, jeez, what it is
I
what it
know,
is.
right?
It is what it is. I'm not ready to jump down, and you go ahead and just call me when this over with.
Yeah. What time are you going up? I mean, going live?
I don't know. It's I might wait till tomorrow.
Okay.
I might wait till tomorrow.
Okay.
Been out of that sun going down to my mom. Shoot, that sun is draining.
Yeah, no, it is. Okay, well, I did want to mention this before we got off. I'm going to be doing a live with a young lady um, that I've been speaking to on Facebook who um, has to share her children with a alleged murderer. So she's going to be up on the panel. She's going to be my guest, and we'll be talking. She's going to tell her story. So I would love it for everybody to come show some support for her. And, if you have questions, we can ask her questions. She already said there's no questions that she won't answer. But if she doesn't answer them, then that's on, like I said, I'm giving her the option to say, I can't answer that question at this time. So this will be Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and that would be 8 Central, and it would be 6 o'clock in the morning for California, which I'm pretty sure everybody will be sleeping at that time.
That's 7 o'clock Mountain Time. Can't forget
Yeah.
about our
Oh
folks.
God!
We can't
Don't
forget our.
forget Mountain Time.
We can't. Hey, we can't forget about them folks out there.
Yeah, don't forget Mountain Time. Lord.
Shit, yeah, yeah, and like I said, comment when it's over that what I've started talk about earlier today. But I'll let you know the
That was
rest
a
of it. But
crazy video. That was a crazy
yeah,
video.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I think about it, I had to share that for. I'm not gonna say him know how people be
Yeah, yeah,
listening.
yeah, 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 yeah. Don't say nothing.
Yeah,
Don't say a
but
word.
like I said, it's what's going on in this world. We gotta watch what's going on. Watch your surroundings,
Hmm.
and and get your nose out the phone. Whatever you do,
Hmm.
just and sometimes you mind your own business. Sometimes it's hard to mind your own business. But know
Sometimes
what?
you have to mind your business because you can get in
Yeah,
a bunch of mess when you don't mind your business. Right.
yeah, yeah. Call somebody who can handle that situation better.
Yeah.
But also record, record, record
Hmm.
for your own protection, their protection, and everybody else protection that's around it. So I will talk to you later,
Okay.
and And everybody enjoy the rest of their evening.
Yes, everybody. Anybody has anything to say? All right, thank you, D-Truth. Thank you for coming up. Hello, anybody has anything to say? We're about to get off. Sniper? Hello? Anybody? Okay, you guys. All right, so thank you guys for coming through. I appreciated you guys coming. And for those that are going to be watching later, thank you as well. I guess they don't have anything to say. Either that or they're busy. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. You still think he's walking? I don't know. We'll see. All right, so thank you for coming. But let me go ahead and give you guys a little video real quick before we get off of here. But I appreciate y'all, like I said, coming through. And for those that are going to be coming later, thank you. Look, you don't have to go home, but you got to get up out of here. See ya. Bye.
Yeah. We're here to shake the game. You know on YouTube, remember the name? Fire in the booth. We bring the flow. Play with me some more. Let's go, let's go. We lit. Turn the volume up. Make it loud, loud. You new on YouTube's big, standing proud. Stories hot, raw and real. From murders to celebs, you know the deal. Breaking news, hit the scene. I'm a dope black king, D-Truth president. No fakes, just facts, keep it straight. If you feel the vibe, then hit the play. Play with me some more. Let's go. Hit that subscribe, get in the zone. We on fire, on the roof. Play with me some more, that's the truth.
Yeah, turn that shit up, we high. Living the dream, reaching for the sky. Always real, never fake, that's why. You new on YouTube, we stay fly.
20 East, we turn it up, no doubt, making waves, yeah, we breaking out. Viral clips, stories that slap. You know on YouTube, that's a wrap. Teamwork strong, we rise together. Motivation now, gotta chase the treasure. Artwork vivid, painting our vision. Inspiration flows, that's our mission.
Together, Sniper and Rock, Miss Media. All-star squad, yeah, we got the criteria. Armando, King, Wolf, D-Truth president, lead the pack. Bringing the heat, no holding back. Turn your pain into power, let your dreams ignite. Together we grind, together we fight. Success is journey, not the goal. Stay hungry, stay humble, let it all unfold. Behind us,
slowing down, energy high, getting out in the town. Motivation's real, we elevate.
Play with me some more, it's your fate. Drop the content, daily grind. Good vibes only lead the shady behind. Behind the scenes, that's the deal. Authentic stories, keep it real.
Artwork fresh, visuals that pop. Teamwork heavy, never gonna stop. Got the scoop, we quick to click. Breaking news, yeah, you know the trick. Memes, trends, we run the show. Play with me some more, let's go. So like, share, turn that volume loud. You new on YouTube, stand proud. Thanks for support, we on the rise. Your love's the fire that never dies. And I can't with you, that's crazy word.
Thanks for the love, y'all. Keep it coming tall. Super chats, gifts, cash app, y'all the real law. We appreciate y'all. Keep the love flowing. You're supposed to fuel, keep us going.